Ty, you big mad. Bring your coward ass up here. You came in this motherfucker upset, huh? Motherfucking coward. Pan-Africans are fucking idiots. Oh my goodness, y'all. Come on up, Scott Scorch. Come up to the panel. I don't know why y'all are so worried about safety net programs in America. Like, why the fuck do you care? You upset because your country don't offer that? I'm about to mute you, so you might as well get your shit out. Because if you aren't man enough to come up on a panel and say this shit, you're not gonna say it in the chat. It's not gonna go like that. Come on in, y'all. Like the live, share the live, and we're gonna have this conversation. I just left this live with a bunch of Pan Africans, and the way that they coddle and make excuses for these fucking Africans, they treat them like they are babies, like they can't make their own decisions. Everything that we, all our positions about delineating and just about immigration, it's all the YT man put this shit in our head, and then all the anti-blackness that these continental Africans have, it's the YT man put that in them as well. It's like, at what point do people think for themselves? This shit is ridiculous. I mean, just the things that I've heard, the excuses that these people make. Be the funny. It is crazy, y'all. But come on and like the live, share the live. We got to get rid of these Pan Africans. They got to go. I mean, just when you even think about what Ghana just tried to pull off, with Ron Daniels and, with the help of Ron Daniels and Al Sharpton and the ambulance chaser, Ben Crump. This shit is crazy. But, I would like to talk to some of these twisted-minded Pan-Africans, because they are crazy. But y'all come on in, like the live, share it, and we will have a conversation about Pan-Africans. Share the live with your friends. Share it if you're inside of some of these group chats on here. Share it in there. If you know some Pan Africans, share it with them. I just want to know why they are fucking idiots. Because, man, the excuses that they make for these Africans. I see you fresh. Oh my God, I was in that live. They was tripping. Oh my, man. But none of them wanted to answer my questions that I had for them. They wanted to make excuses for Ghana being a part of the slave sellers. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to play semantic games. It's crazy. But yeah, come on in, y'all. Like the live, share the live. Yeah, that's exactly what they were saying. No, it wasn't at the time. That's why I said, I said the place that honor did participate in the slave trade. Well, gone at that time. Well, then they asked, told them the Ashanti Empire and the Gold Coast. And they say, we got to talk about those. I said, well, it's the same people. Yeah, they were definitely. Yep. But yeah, y'all come on in. I'm sure no Pan Africans will come in. They probably won't. But man, the way these people think. I mean, it's the way that they coddle these fucking Africans. Like right before I left, they was arguing about derogatories, and everybody. Some people were saying that we really don't have a derogatory name for people from Africa, and even like booty scratcher. That wasn't even a derogatory that was made for them. So when you have Jakarta, Akata, and Jareer, and then some of these other derogatories that they had for us, we never sat down and said, you know what? Let's make a derogatory name group. It's about a half. It's ridiculous, y'all. The fucking backflips they do to make that shit right. What's up, Jay? They say, well, y'all called them African booty scratchers. I said, we called ourselves that. My whole goddamn school career, I never went to school with Africans ever, and they did not live in my neighborhood. Okay. It's real light. What's up, bro?
Yeah, peace to the panel. Peace. What's going on with Tom D, man?
Peace, peace.
That's all right, man. They did not go to school with us, man. I just came to chop it with you for a little bit before the conversation gets too serious because I genuinely believe I understand why we don't got no support. I genuinely believe I understand. I figured it out, right? So I would like to share that with you if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead. Definitely, go ahead.
All right, bet. So I had to look at it from their perspective, right? They come from a whole different world than we do. We already understand that part. But from their perspective, that world is terrible. That world is not a world worth living in, right? They would do anything to come to this world, like, and we know it, right? But from their perspective, when they look over here and they see us, like no matter how bad we doing, like to me, like I could be doing much better, right? Like I don't think I'm doing bad, but I feel like I could be doing much better. To them, I'm doing more than amazing from their perspective. Wherever they look, 'cause I seen the pictures. We all seen the pictures, right? So so they think that we don't need to be better than we are, right? There is no way to convince them coming from that we can be better, that there is a better for us, that we deserve more, because they feel like we don't deserve shit because you was already born with all of that, right? But we inherited it. This is our inheritance. So what they're coming over here to steal is our inheritance, which they don't think we deserve. So and once you understand this right here, it changes the whole way we have to deal with them, because they will never, they will never ever want for us to be better, simply because their entire goal is to be where we are, right? So they can't want to be where we are and at the same time want for us to be better. So they will always do their best to either get where we are or pull us down so we are where they are. And it'll never work no other kind of way.
Okay, I hear that. I just think they're a bunch of motherfucking haters. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's how I see it.
That's exactly what it is. But from their point of view, they can't. They're not even. What I'm saying is, they're not even capable of seeing it the way we see it. They, you know what I mean? They're not even capable.
Right. Yeah, man. But I don't know. It's just that they already, before we ever meet them, they already have these ideas in their mind about what they think we are. And then when they come here and they're proven wrong, because once you come to a place, you get to see how people move every day. So you see the people that go to work every day. You see people coming and going, the kids going to school. You see all these things. So when you see these things and you still run with these negative things, that you know, these preconceived things that you had, that means that you want to see it that way.
Yeah, their whole worldview, like they don't want nothing to shake it.
Am I just somebody trying to come up? I think it was somebody. Yeah, man, it's just wild, man. Because even me seeing some of these commercials when I was younger, I never really had all these thoughts in my mind about these Africans. I never really thought about them until I heard them saying negative things about my people, and then I did a lot of research on what's going on in their countries. So, you know, when they try to say that it's the white man that, you know, he put these things in our minds, no, it's not. I did my own research on what's going on in a specific country of whoever was disrespecting my people. And that's how we found out what's going on over there.
Hey, and we can't let them keep lying to us about stuff like they got talking points like they over here destabilizing their country, and I'm like, well, when was it stable? Like, what is y'all talking about, really?
Yeah, exactly. That's just their excuse. That, you know, that helps them sleep better at night because they know they never going back. And they might start off sending money home, but after a while, they don't send no fucking money. I'm in the mount. All right, Jay, that's cool.
Nah, they don't
Catch
send the money that they be sending is it be like for purchasing properties that they barricade with walls and be affect stuff. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. Let me cool. It's not like be going to like the Walmart, to get a money grab. You feel me? So when they talk about they sending money back, who exactly they sending it to? Where? Right? Are you serious? And then at the end, so what it really is they're not like they'll buy property. They go back. They want a home. They want land because they want to stunt on them on their own people around them. They want to get out there and stunt. Be like, yeah, because when they come back, they not looked at as Africans either, right? They looked at it as something different when they get back, and they gonna stunt. They gonna be separate. So all of that Pan African like Unitarianism or whatever it is, it's false. Like, cause do you imagine if Africa came together? That's almost the same as world peace, right? So like, really,
Man, I just had a dude tell me, he was like, the one thing I can say about them Africans, they are unified.
get
I
out of
said, how
here.
he said they come
Where?
here and they work together and they get money and they do this. I said, so It's 54 countries over there. Point me to one of the countries where they unified at. So he said, well, I'm talking about here. When they come here, they're unified. I said, well, that kind of defeat the fucking purpose. Of course, if you come to a civilized society, in which they really not unified when they come here, because they still hold
Nah,
up all of that the stuff from their countries, all the divisions from their countries. You know, the only time they kind of unify is if they on an app going against us. That's it. But as far as they don't fucking unify, but you know, it's just a bunch of bullshit
yeah,
these people be spewing.
but
Yeah, exactly,
what they
fresh.
are unified. The other thing that they are unified on, like real quick, is that they don't want to look bad, right? So whenever something bad happens, they kind of try to push it off on us. But and if they do have issues or whatever, they don't want it public like that, right? That's what they're unified on. They're like they'll beef with each other. They'll go out and do all kind of crazy stuff, but they won't tell on each other because they don't want the rest of them to look bad. But that's what it is. And now they're all looking bad together, and they're like, "You're attacking Africa." No, we're not attacking Africa. We're attacking invaders in our land. You know, these are invasive species. This is like if you had a fish tank and the wrong critter got in there, and that's what's going on right now. And it's like we can deal with that, but we definitely got to stop the critters from coming in. So that's just how I feel.
Yeah, yeah, man. This is just I don't know what we're gonna do with these Pan Africans, but they are a problem. They are a real problem. And one of them, she's like, I took African American studies. And that's the reason why you fucked up. That's exactly why you fucked up in the mind.
Yep. I listened to a panel the other day. Uh, he said that he believes in flat blackness, but not erasing our people. He said and he could not make it make sense.
Hold on, you say you believe it?
Flat blackness. All black people in America are just black. That's it. It doesn't matter if they're immigrants or where they come from. It's just flat blackness. And I'm like, bro, that's erasure. That's erasing our. He's like, nah, it's not erasure. And like, they don't ever make no sense.
Yeah, and they kept calling them black Africans and shit, but it's like some of them the mods, they really don't want to answer my question because I was asking her like what is a black African? Like you keep saying this shit. And you said black Americans and black Africans, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is a black African?
Oh, I remember that. I remember somebody was saying, yeah, they kept saying it. It was driving me nuts. Like, was that a Nigerian? Like, what is a black African? Like a Sudanese?
Cause don't no nobody run around calling themselves a African in Africa. Like, so I don't know, man. It's yeah, they
we just
can't.
made we made black cool. That's what happened. Like, cause we didn't even want to be called black in the '60s, and then James Brown was like, "Say it loud," right? So we was like, "All right, we gonna embrace it," right? We embraced it. Still, nobody thought it was cool for a good long while. Now it's cool. It's trending, and now they all want to be a part of it. And it's like, come on now, stop it. Y'all wasn't always there. And they'll try to bring up a picture of the Million Man March and be like, look. This dude, that one guy right there, he's African. We was there. What? Come on, man.
That's the same look. That's the same thing they was talking about with the Harlem Renaissance. It was a couple melanated immigrants, but they basically trying to say that they was a part of it. They helped it happen and all this other shit. And it's like, come on, man.
Nah, think about it like this. We can do it as simple as the hip hop, right? They'll be like, oh yeah, the like whoever was there that ain't us, right? That was there, right? It was a few kids for sure from here, and a few kids from a different that wasn't supposed to be out there. Them kids got hell when they got home from their mom. They folks was like, stay away from them kids, right? And it's a few of them that was out there with them, but it in no part did any part of our culture come from those few. They were just
Right.
there. Like they can, but it don't. Our culture did not come from the result of a few of them here and there sprinkled in, even if they were there. Like, and they don't get it. Like, yeah, they'll be like, uh, well, there was a Haitian guy that came to Chicago, right? We founded America too. It's like, come on,
Yeah,
stop
that's crazy.
it.
Exactly, man. It's just a bunch of misinformation out there, and then you got a bunch of people spreading that shit, and that is a problem. What's up, real?
Give me a second. What's up, fam?
No, I'm
Okay,
sorry.
hey, and I could play that audio too. You know,
Did you
whenever
listen to it?
I didn't even listen to it. I listened to like a second of it when I had first downloaded it.
Right.
But yeah, I could play it.
Well,
I'm
we'll
sure.
listen to it to make sure you cool
All
with
right.
what it's doing and everything.
Okay.
I
All right.
liked it. You
All
know,
right. Cool. I'll
every
check
once
it
in a
out.
while that motherfucker give you a nugget.
Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna check it out first.
So
Oh,
would you? I know a lot of them been talking about the how the United States voted on the UN resolution or whatever.
yeah.
What you be telling them? Because like I know that none of them read it. Because like if anybody read it, that it didn't make no sense to agree to that. That's like they had to be they was crazy as hell. But what do you be telling them when they be telling you like what do you go to? Because that's what I be hearing most
I
right
mean,
now.
I just at first when it initially happened, I was playing with the representative for the United States, what he said, and I would play that. So that's what I refer people to. Listen to what he was saying because it makes a lot of sense. We are not recently related to none of those people, so it
Right.
really wouldn't make sense for them to be the ones that would receive any kind of reparations, especially since they participated in the slave
They
trade.
participated. And this is the thing, like, and this is why like a lot of stuff I really believe that we are a special people because everything that they doing is like turning around. It's gonna work out in our benefit. So the fact that they got all them people to vote that the transatlantic slave. Now here's the issue though. They snuck in a lot of other stuff in that. The big bold letters at the top was transatlantic slave or whatever, but they kept putting a lot of like colonization stuff in there about Africa and wanting reparations for people colonizing Africa and stuff like that. They were throwing other stuff in there, a whole bunch of extra stuff, right? That don't have nothing to do with the transatlantic slave trade. Them wanting artifacts and stuff like that returned to them. That's completely different. It has nothing to do. Like they did not bring us over here with no artifacts, right? So it was a dumb thing to even expect to be voted on. Like they were trying to sneak in a bunch. It was tethering. That's exactly what it was, to be honest with you. And it don't make no sense. But what they did though is got a whole lot of votes that it's a terrible thing or whatever. So now we have a case to go to all of those countries that voted or whatever. Like for example, Ghana went out there and took it, and they think that reparations should be made. They had a stupid resolution, but now we can make a much better resolution for reparations, and it doesn't have to be for the world. We can just go make one case and be like, we want Ghana to pay reparations because they participated, they acknowledged it, and 123 other countries already voted that it was terrible and that reparations are due, right? And we can go for them, everyone individually. See, because with shit, my bad. So what the Africans did was they tried to sneak everything in one resolution, try to sneak everything in under one little thing in disguise of this terrible crime, the gravest crime ever. But the fact is, we don't have to do that because we have a real claim. All of our claims are really, really strong and they will hold up under scrutiny, right? Whereas everybody else has to tether in. So we can make our claims individually. We can say, look, hit Ghana. We don't want to make reparations for the world. We don't got to tie everybody in there. We don't got to say UK and America and Argentina and all y'all pay us. No, we just got to say we want Ghana to pay. Let the world vote. The world say, yep, Ghana pay. Boom. And then we hit everybody one by one until they make a decision, right? And I feel the same about right here in the United States. Like instead of trying to fight for reparations, if you got a claim, if you feel like that the land that some company or some Macy's or something is sitting on, the mall is built on, like your family's property, if you could figure it out, if you know it, and they've been making money, then sue them. and tell them you want to make a class action suit so that everybody harmed can get in on it, right? And I can guarantee you that every time one of those is created, they'd be like, "Ooh, we just found out that the people that own Walmart used to have slaves in North Carolina." Boom. Automatically, class action suit. Let's just sue them. Whether we win or lose, we sue everybody until they make shit right. Just keep doing it. That's what I think.
Yeah, these people are trying to position themselves to take our justice claim and try to give it to the whole goddamn continent of Africa. I'm gonna let y'all hear something in a second when I cue it up. Give me a second. Oh, Jerica, what's up, Jerica? I mean, well, I'm speaking to Jerica, but Rufus was here first. Hi, Jerica. Hello.
Hi, hiya.
Hey, hey, Rufus. How are you, Rufus? Good to see you.
All right, I'm good. I just want to make a few statements, if I may, if that's okay.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Okay. I just want to say that in the Caribbean and African and diaspora, they're definitely trying to erase us because I've been looking at some things, and these people are trying to get into the soul food movement, the soul food restaurant movement. And I'm saying to myself, how do you know soul food? There was a gentleman who recorded up in Hampstead, New York. I don't know if you've seen the video.
I have.
Yes, that dude was a whole Haitian. How do you know anything about soul food? And two, I want to say this too. My mother is from Mississippi. She since gone on to heaven. My father too in Alabama. They were saying that they slowly and secretive trying to move other people down in the rural areas, the Democrats. So I'll be going down south next month, and I need to know what's going on because we need to speak for the Southern people. These people are they're already trying to claim Louisiana. They're trying to claim South Carolina, and they're trying to claim Florida. We don't need these people to try to claim the Deep South. So I'm going down there and see what's going on and see if I can talk to the mayor and the governors down there. We cannot have these people infiltrating us down in South. They cannot take over that.
Exactly. I agree. Thank you. Now look, y'all, I got and we can go back into that a little bit, but check this out really quickly. Let me know if it's too loud. Okay.
And talk about it because I don't think we understand how kind of lost we are.
Shout out to
this
Yvette
don't make
Carnell.
no sense to nobody but us. So let me play this and I'll come back and we'll talk about it.
There's those who benefited. That's an European conception of harm.
Can y'all hear it? Put a 1 in the chat if it's not too loud.
So even though slavery was, slaves were exploited for the benefit of the state.
Okay.
Even in America today, to be able to establish, that you to benefit from any arrangement that compensates you as a descendant of a slave, they must trace the root because it's individualistic. We Africans.
It doesn't work like that here.
It doesn't work like that.
You touch one, you touch all.
All. That's how we work. That's how Africans.
So it should be continent wide.
Wide.
Or nation-wide.
No, it's continent.
Continent-wide.
That's why.
But he says.
That's why, for the first time, 56 African nations
agreed.
Were united in their belief that this is the way.
But Manasseh says, target the Caribbean, target the Black Americans. They are the ones who suffered directly. They can trace it to their great-grandfather who was put in a ship and moved from Elmina all the way to only God knows where. But not you, Inusa Fuseni, who is in Ghana, who was not affected in any way from Tamale.
Those of our ancestors who could confer benefits on us, who were traded, who were moved to the United States, constituted a loss to us. Constituted a loss to us, whether within families or within nation states. And that's how we must look at it.
I think that's it. But yeah, he was trying to basically say it should be continent wide. That if we were to ever get it, it would go to the whole continent of Africa. Now, how does that even make sense?
It doesn't, because they don't even rock with the Arabs or like that's. They come from a culture of just having their hands out. I swear that's their culture. They think that we are space aliens and that we just have everything and they can just have their hands out. And that's just their culture. I don't know, but he's lost.
Or they already know what they've done. The crime scene is still there. They already know what they've done.
Right.
The reason why, because they understand how they created white tea supremacy. How do you think they made their money? How do you think they created all these colonies with free labor? It was Africans who inspired and fueled white tea supremacy.
Correct.
And how absurd is it to say that the people that came here from Africa are their ancestors?
Well, let me say this. When they sold us, they thought they sold the dummies. And when we built up America, they say, oh.
I don't think they thought they were selling dummies.
I'm not saying that's an insult. I'm just saying that they thought they didn't.
There's no insult, Miss Rufus. I respect you as an elder. I'm telling you from my own visits on the continent that they know who they sold. I didn't visit Ghana, but they said they know. They separated these people, these places that they raided. These people had skills. They weren't just going there. They left those useless people they was trying to sell on the coast. Not a lot was sold off, to the Americas. So they knew who they were selling particularly.
Makes sense. And that's why, and I believe that it's a lot of jealousy because we have built up this community and built up the land that we cultivated. And I believe that they trying to get a bag. They're like, oh, the white man came over here and no, you sold us out. So now you're trying to get a bag off of what you did, off your ancestors did. That's too late.
If I may, Sister Rufus, because I want for us to be careful when we make broad statements, because although the trafficking did impact who we are, it's not all of who we are. We're not a monolith. We didn't all come from there. Like the entire I'm just saying this is the thing. I just want to. I'm not arguing with you. I just want to say that we have to be careful about this for the sake of everybody listening about how we phrase things nowadays, because these are the things that they're going to try to use against us. And we were talking about how they're. Yes,
how did I phrase it?
No, I was saying
when you talking about me.
No, he said fresh.
No.
He said he was talking about Ms. Rufus.
You're talking about me.
Because I'm talking about specifically the phrase when we're saying that they sold us out, right? That's not, they did, but it's not all of us. So because for one of the things is their claim is that there was 12.5 million Africans that came over here that is now us. That claim has to hold up.
For here.
That's what I'm saying. Well, that's what they're saying, right? But that claim has to hold up now, right? So, but the thing is, it will be put under scrutiny, and it's going to prove that we are we are who we are.
I think Jerika just said something very important. So when they try to encompass that 12 million people, that's not us. That's what happened on their continent. So I think everybody who probably have some some type of need some clarification is probably because you don't know how to compartmentalize what actually happened. So just because it doesn't represent us, what happened over there, yeah, they sold 12 million Africans,
right?
Especially to Brazil.
And I'm not disagreeing with anybody on this panel. I'm just saying, when they sold some of the Africans over here that got mixed up with us, that was already on this continent. The problem is that they all of a sudden come over here and say, oh, how can we piggyback on what we've done? And it feels like, like they owe a debt, like, oh, America owes a debt, which they don't, to the Africans who sold, who sold the people over there in West Africa to America.
It wasn't just
And
to
we don't
America.
owe it.
That's what I was trying to say. It wasn't just to America because America only received what is now the United States only received 3%,
Yeah,
and
but
majority
I'm
went
sorry.
to huh?
I'm just saying, like, it seemed like Ghana, they only come to America to be like, oh, you owe us reparations. I'm like, why can't you go to the other countries? Why you gotta come to America and be like, separate reparations? Asking for reparations from us.
They're
It's just weird.
they're
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 trying to
trying
claim us.
to yes, that's what it is. They're trying to attach themselves to what the atrocities that our ancestors went through here during chattel slavery in America. And we keep telling them, you and I are not attached to that. We are not y'all. Y'all are not stop trying because they're not y'all. One, Ghana sold those enslaved those Africans into slavery, right? They got paid for it. They got pew pews, they got pew pew powder and mirrors and liquor and to establish their, especially the Shanti tribe, right? To establish their power over there. And they want to come back. And then they're also making $1 billion every year for the slave castle tourism that they do. That's getting reparations again. Now they're trying to get reparations for what we went through.
Right. So
Exactly.
we have a
No,
claim for that
no.
right there.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I saw you had new people on. I saw you had new people on the panel. That's why I got quiet.
Oh no, it's okay. All right, so yeah, let's go to Omar really quickly, and then we'll just have an open panel after him.
Hey, what's up, brother?
All
What's
right,
up, yo?
what's up, brother? Where you from? What's your ethnicity, sir?
Georgia, American Indian.
Okay. What's your thoughts on the prompt or something you may have heard?
Yeah, Pan-Africans, a lot of them are agents. One of the most famous Pan-Africans I interviewed him before. And then, months later, I tried to get him for another interview, but I wanted to set up a debate to have a Pan-African debate, but he declined. And so it's becoming apparent that, these people are, they have an agenda to keep our people away from who we truly are. And that's why when I interview a lot of Africans and I start to go into their history, their family tree, they don't really know where they people from. But yet, and still, they on the lies with us, trying to argue with us and tell us who we are. I find that interesting. Like, you could have a room with 10,000 Africans talking about something in Southern Africa, and I wouldn't even have a desire to go in there. So I'm like, why are they coming in our spaces trying to,
Who was the person you interviewed?
You can only imagine, brother. Just the number one Pan-African. I just, keep it like that, So, yeah. So,
It gotta be him.
yeah, I just don't
want to keep it like that. So I guess that was his way of saying, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, my brother. We got some stuff going on. You feel me? Yeah. So I just ended it right there. And
okay, I wish I could see the interview.
Who was it? Dr. Umar?
the number one, whoever you know,
I don't know number one.
That's the number. That's the number one Pan African.
I don't know the number one.
Prince of Pan-Africanism.
They all the same. All of them.
When I interviewed her the first time, we were talking about like conspiracies, and that was good, like that he, talked about secret societies and stuff like that, the Illuminati.
Where did this interview happen at?
It was on Clubhouse, and then
so that means you still got the recording, right?
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, when I tried to interview him again and have a debate type of situation,
it was actually us who had him on our panel. We had him, Roland Martin. We even had Phil Scott wasn't us. That was the Pan-Africans. They brought Phil Scott. I need to check this. Black American, do you remember when Dr. Umar came on Clubhouse?
Yeah, he was on there 3 times. Yeah, he was on there 3 times.
We ran his ass off. He didn't come back for his last little show.
Yeah, he was coming on us to talk to us about about who's qualified for reparations.
Yeah, he was on it like 3 different times. Yeah,
He was trying to get
he
motherfuckers
came
to
on
pay
my.
him 200 to come on they panel and shit. You like, bitch, we ain't paying you no motherfucking money.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, just a quick, man, y'all know what I got clip for on that last one? Because old boy said something about Kamala kicking his granddaddy in the, in the, you know what?
Oh yeah.
That shit crazy. Like, how do you suspend me for some shit somebody
Somebody,
else said, bro? That
right.
shit be tripping me out, bro.
But
I can't control what the fuck come out somebody's damn mouth.
yeah, that's what happened. The last time I lost my lives, I couldn't have any guests, and it was for something that somebody on the panel said it. So yeah, they be doing that.
Oh, so when I be like, you can't say that. You got to use TikTok friendly language. That's a good thing that I say that sometimes.
Yes, I don't ever. I have not ever
Yeah,
had a
you can,
problem with you.
but
You be on point, Jeremy.
hey, yeah, you can say that, but they did it to me before, where somebody said something about doing, and I'm like, hey, you can't say nothing. They still got me for that shit. I'm like, bro, I told them they couldn't say it. What the fuck? What you want me to do? Like, damn, it's crazy. It's some weird stuff. But anyway, back to y'all conversation. My bad.
Black American, you say you Dr. Umar biggest fan? That's what you said?
Hell no. We ran over. Man, oh my god, ran off a clubhouse, bro. We ran that
Hey,
motherfucker off.
what room was that? Yeah, because when I interviewed
He
him, I had
came in
it.
there, and then people, yeah, you had to pay him that $200 to bring him to your panel.
No, I paid him more, but yeah, talk to me. What
Damn,
happened?
how much you
I
he charged you?
don't like to, I ain't with the Wendy Williams stuff, my brother. I just, you know what I mean. But what
Man,
happened?
you done got swindled by Umar.
No,
Let me ask this.
Umar
Can I
done got
ask?
you, my boy.
Can I
no,
ask?
no. It was
Was it
good.
more?
It was
Was it
good.
more?
Yeah, yeah,
Was it
yeah, yeah.
more than he was asking for his dates? Was it more than what he was
Oh
asking for the
shit,
dates?
I remember that.
I don't like to put people business out. We did good business. It was
I'm
a good
saying, was it
interview.
more? That's all I asked. Was it more than what he asked for the dates?
I just paid the brother sister like this. You know what I mean? Like,
Are you a pan-Africanist, bro? Is that what I'm
not,
missing? Huh?
nah. Of course not, brother. No.
So why the fuck would you pay somebody like Umar to interview him? Like he's a nobody, bro. Like why you could have
For
gave that money
views.
to like some
Well,
organization
you
that
got to
actually
think.
helps black people, bro. That's what I don't know. Go to your neighborhood, buy backpacks for the kids or something. Take them on the
It
little.
depends. Your what your like you got to think. I didn't met you talking to somebody that met Dr. Sabi, Dick Gregory, Farrakhan, Jewel Pookrum, Layla Africa. Like
You sound like a panty, bro. Everybody, you damn near interviews on some like panty shit stuff.
you kind
Dick
of messy,
Gregory.
good brother. I already told you I'm not no Pan African, good brother. So you know what I mean? Like,
Sound like you believe in it. I think I remember you from Clubhouse. Your voice sounds very familiar, bro.
nah, the sister Fresh, she did the same thing. She tried to say I was from New York and said that I was a Pan African.
Nah, I don't know
Yeah,
your voice. I said I think I remember you from over there, bro. I don't. What was your name on there?
same thing you
Same
see
as
right
there.
here. Mm-hmm.
Omar Slime. Man, what was your title? You had like a club, a house over there, whatever.
Spiritual wealth. Yeah.
Spiritual wealth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had the biggest room on there in pertaining to we used to battle Africans in there. We used to have diaspora wars. I had the biggest room, the longest running room on Clubhouse pertaining to that subject.
You had the biggest room on Clubhouse since Diaspora Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a break, man.
How long did
Jesus.
how long was it?
I gotta look at my screenshot. It was like
Good
45
enough.
days. Well, yeah, we had the room
You
open
said
like 40.
45
45
days?
days.
Yeah, over
Bro,
a
what
month.
the
Yeah.
fuck? You didn't go take a piss or nothing. What the fuck was you doing?
No, I got a team, good brother. You ain't talking to no average dude, good brother. Y'all know who you
Bro,
talking
you're on
to.
Club. I don't know why people on Clubhouse used to think they was some kind. I used to be like, who is these people? You know what I'm saying? Come to
Mm.
find out, a lot of y'all was nobodies, bro. I go to y'all Twitter page, and I'm like, this motherfucker only got like 500 followers, man. But on Clubhouse, they're a big deal.
You gotta get that
But
hate
you
about
remember
you, my brother.
Clubhouse?
You gotta get that devil at you,
Clubhouse
man. You
was
got that
a,
demon in
yeah,
you, brother.
Clubhouse was like a little silo. It was a little
Yeah, I know.
community within the community, if that made any sense.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I used to be in the entertainment industry, good brother. And
Who all you worked with?
Chris Brown, Kobe Bryant, Kim Kardashian, yada yada yada. Yeah.
You were doing
Kim
what? What was you doing?
Kardashian.
I was doing events. I was a promoter.
You was a promoter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my family owned clubs and shit. And one thing I noticed about promoters, they all broke, and they all full of air, full of shit, right?
Yeah, I ain't never
So
been broke. Yeah,
listen, promoters, they really just be trying to get up in the club or sleep on some woman's couch for the night, bro. That's what they do.
yeah,
They
some of them
promise,
do
so
though.
they got
Yeah,
all the different women. They got all these women, you know, like yeah, I get you in. They get to the door, and then it's just like, we don't even know this nigga don't work here. He can't get you in here. You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
yeah.
What you
But
mean?
I'm a legend in my city though, bro. I'm a different breed. You ain't
Yeah,
talking,
but anyway,
you
I'm
ain't talking
just
to no
saying,
flunky.
like, bro,
You do a
I'm
lot
just
of
saying
projecting though. I
all
understand
that
what you're saying
promoter
though.
shit, like,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
know.
yeah,
I
it
know.
is what it is. But anyway, you seem like a panty, bro. It seems like either you're a panty or you want a clout chase off of Black
No,
American culture with your conversations.
no,
Why you would pay Umar that much money to come talk nonsense to you?
you seem like a hater though, good brother. You as a man, you
It ain't
never
nothing to
count a
hate
man
on.
pockets.
I'm just calling.
I'm just
First of
saying
all,
you never,
I can give a fuck
bro.
about what you pay.
You
I'm just
too
asking
feminine,
why your
bro.
dumb ass
Yeah, you
would
too
pay
feminine,
him
brother. God bless you,
that
bro. I don't give you
money.
my energy.
Why? You said what? You
We
can't
not on
give me
this.
no knowledge, bro.
We not
You
on
already
this.
sound like a nigga that's
We
full
not
of
on the
shit.
same level,
Listen,
brother.
bro.
You beneath
You
me,
ain't
brother. God
nothing.
bless you. Stop
Listen,
talking
bro.
to me, bro. God
Listen,
bless you.
bro. You
God
are
bless you.
just like a car salesman. All right.
God,
You talking about you a promoter? You like Umar? Two niggas that's full of shit.
I got you, brother.
Okay, full of shit
God bless
ass
you.
niggas. You
You
feel
too
me?
feminine, brother. I'm good, bro. I'm not on.
Yeah, okay. You can say what you want, nigga. Hey, nigga, I'm just telling you what you is. Oh
God
yeah,
bless you,
I
bro.
was a promoter, nigga. I
Yeah,
know
on
exactly
the
what you
high
promoter
level.
niggas do. You know how
Yeah,
many motherfuckers we had to
yeah.
tell,
We not the
like, that
same,
man, that
bro.
nigga
Come
can't
on.
get you in here for free. The fuck you talking about?
No, bro. I didn't
That
did
nigga.
matching parties with Kobe Bryant, bro. I didn't pay
Fuck
people,
out of
you know what I
here,
mean,
man.
millions of dollars to host my events,
Yeah.
bro. You ain't talking to no
Okay,
regular
okay.
promoter. You get your weak ass out of here, broke ass nigga. Come on, man. Can't stand no broke hater. You know, come on, bro. You a broke, bitter ass, weak ass nigga, man. Come on.
Who better, nigga? I just asked you, nigga, why would you
Nah, cause
waste
you
your
keep running your
money?
mouth like a woman, bro. You know
You
what I mean?
right, bro.
Like you
Hey, bro,
ain't
you
when you
spend
getting
your
paper and
money.
life is good. I could afford to pay.
Hey,
You the one like
homeboy,
a bitch
listen,
trying to worry about what I'm paying another man, bro. You a bitch. I
listen.
already know what type of nigga
Cause
you
you
is, bro.
claim you want to panic, but everybody you
And I
associate
just
with
told you as a
is
man. Come on.
pan-Africanism, nigga.
Yeah.
Everybody you
Get your broke
associate
ass out my
yourself
face,
with
man. Yo, host,
is
what we doing, man? I don't
pan-African.
want this nigga keep talking to me, man. Yeah,
I
bro.
can't, I
Real life,
can't
you wouldn't even
control
talk to me
flipping
like
up
that,
some
bro.
bad tea out his mouth, man.
Yeah, but it just, you know what I mean? He just like, come on. I just told the brother ain't no pan-African. He worrying about Dr. Umar, counting niggas' pockets. Broke ass nigga.
I'm not even counting your pockets, nigga. I don't give a fuck what's
Man,
in
you
your
talking
pocket.
about
I
some
just
other
asked you a
nigga. You talking
question.
about some other promoters. Yeah, come on, bro. Do your research,
Nigga,
bro.
you the same promoter. That's all you promoter niggas do the
No,
same
everybody get,
thing, bro.
no, they don't. Everybody
Hey,
different.
all you promoter niggas do the same thing. Nigga, look, bro. You listen.
If I can afford
All
to fly, let me just say this
this
to you,
what you
and
need to do,
I'm
bro.
done.
This what you
If
need to
I can
do.
afford to pay Kim Kardashian to come to Atlanta to host an event, you can't talk to me, bro. Stop talking to me, man. I didn't work with Kanye West, Michael Jordan, all type of people. I didn't did private dinners with LeBron James. You're not talking to no regular
This
dude, bro.
brother
Shut your
found
bitch ass
FBA.
up. Come on, bro. We're not the same. You
I'm not
beneath
talking
me.
to you.
And I'm a humble dude, bro. And just you keep running your mouth. I already know what type of nigga you is in real life.
Is he
When
FBA?
Meach got locked down,
Yeah.
the billboard that Meach had, I bought that billboard by the Georgia Dome. You're not talking to a big dog, you bitch ass nigga. Running your mouth, man. Yeah, damn.
He
Wrong
mad
with
as
you?
hell, bro. Hey, man, I just busted up your game, bro. You ain't gonna come here and tell niggas
I
you
didn't about
don't
that
know how
big
you
game.
promoter niggas do, bro.
You do
You
your
promoter
research, bro.
niggas.
God bless you.
You niggas go to the club on. Hey, man, we give all the money to go book these people. You ain't put in. We like, hey, nigga, where your little shit at? You feel me? Well, you know, hey, well, you ain't getting
But what
paid.
he said he
Then
made in
then
Atlanta?
you
He
then you
in
got all
Atlanta?
these motherfuckers showing up to the door like, hey, man, such and such told me he was gonna get me in with woo 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 woo. You like, who, bro, who the fuck is this nigga? He can't get you in a goddamn thing. That nigga don't run shit here.
Yeah, I know, brother. I don't
May I
know who
ask
you
Omar?
Hey,
talking, you know.
hey,
May I
Omar,
ask
you in
Omar?
Atlanta?
Yeah, I'm in
I
Atlanta, good brother.
What billboard you say you bought?
You remember when Meech had the billboard by the dome?
Yep.
Yeah, that Olympus. Yeah, that was me.
Oh,
When I don't know if you ever heard of Plush Blue Entertainment. That was my company. One of the biggest
say it
promoters
again.
in the country.
What was the name of it?
Plush Blue Entertainment. Yeah, just go to
Okay.
my IG, bro. You'll see who I work with. You'll see pictures with George Bush, all kind of people. Denzel Washington. You know, what that brother talking about. I know what he's talking about.
That's what they do, bro. They get close to people. Don't get
you got
twisted.
I don't know why
But
he
and then
keep
they
talking
post
when
it.
I'm talking
Look,
to
they
you, bro. This nigga a woman, bro.
hey,
Yeah,
that's
man.
what the niggas do.
You a
Hey, you know how this
comedian, bro.
motherfucker come over there?
I need to hire you for a
Hey,
show
bro,
and
can I
book
take
you.
a picture?
You kind
Oh
of
shit,
funny,
come
bro.
here. And then he'll go on his page and be like,
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
man, I just booked George
You
Bush
ain't
here.
got
But
no pictures, ain't
listen,
got
man,
no motion, bro. You just hating
I
from the
know these
sideline.
promoter niggas all too well, man. I know how they look games, bro. These niggas, I'm talking about. These are some of the most, I mean, flexing
Yeah,
ass type niggas on the planet, scheming, scamming motherfuckers on the planet, bro.
Is
God
he one
bless you,
of
brother.
us though? Are you foundational, bro? Or
Yeah, I
you
am,
one of
brother. Yeah, I don't know. You know, this brother here, he got some. I don't know if he under the influence or drunk or something, but yeah, good brother.
Because I'm in the mountains. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can
Y'all hear
hear
me?
you.
But
Yeah, I hear
this,
you,
this
Jake.
a side netter ass TV nigga. That shit is funny as fuck. This dude, I swear. And you still using Photoshop? They got AI now. It make it easier for you. You know that, right? You ain't got to Photoshop George Bush or whoever, Holly Berry, or whoever you need to be relevant, bro. You
Why
sound
y'all? What's up
pathetic,
with the
bro.
spirit of y'all though, bro? So this ain't y'all sound African. I don't know.
But you
You
sound
see what I'm saying?
Nigerian, bro.
No, you
You trying to
you
scam
promoter
me.
No,
niggas
no,
learn y'all
no,
game
no.
from
You
them
sound,
Africans. These niggas be
you sound
scammers, bruh.
African. Like, oh,
Oh, oh,
These
I
niggas,
only,
oh,
these niggas.
I only hang with people like y'all in real
you
life,
like
bro. Something
Umar?
talking about.
You
You
like
talking about
Umar?
Photoshop? You talking about,
You like Umar? I
the
got Umar
only
for you.
reason
I
I
Look.
don't know.
Omar, the only reason I asked, right? I went to your page, and you
Mm-hmm.
was doing some vegan restaurants things, right? And then it said one, and you had at one fly African. Who is that?
No, that's one of my good friends. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, African. Okay, all right.
yeah. He's from Liberia, but we know that Black Americans founded Liberia. Yeah. I don't, I got
No, I was just
people.
asking.
I
All
got
right.
people from India, Africa, all over the world. I still, they ain't, I'm still gonna rep America, but I still do business and still got friends from all over the world.
I have a question. When they said they found Liberia, it just lately the Haitians been saying they've been finding, they found or contribute to fighting for, I guess, Georgia, because they have a statue out there of a Haitian revolutionary. Do you know anything about that? Hello?
I do not.
Yeah, the Haitian guy said, well, they were like, well, they trying to take over Georgia because they said they always, they were with the Louisiana Purchase, and they like because we speak Creole, and so and they're trying to take over Florida, and that's why I say down south we cannot let them take down south. We cannot let these tethers come in here and infiltrate what we have built on this soil. Even though we did 50 states, but our soil is mixed in down south, and we had dispersed all over 50 states.
Yeah, we I don't think they got no stake in nothing. This is the thing. They're trying to make their claim, but the only way that works for them is if we allow them into our communities. If we say that, yeah, we're all the same, then they make their own claims. They're all making their own claims. So this delineation is a big deal. It does, like, no matter what they do, nothing matters as long as we delineate, because it's fine if they got a claim, that's their claim, but they can't tie our claims to their claim. And that's what's scary, because we're the only ones that really have a solid claim to anything. Everybody owe us, So as long as we delineate, nothing, we don't even got to be concerned with whatever they're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, they've
Omar.
been trying to do that as of late, and I just kind of got it. Kind of got on my nerves because I'm like, and a few of my friends and family down south say, yeah, well, they're trying to infiltrate as Black Americans, but They don't know. They're from the South. But I said we need to stop this before it gets worse, because now they're trying to hide out into the. We want to nip this in the bud before they hide out into the rural areas and try to take over and try to take up our land and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like they did with New York, all up the East Coast. We need to nip that in the bud. That's all I'm saying.
Omar, let me ask you a question. So you in the I'm in Atlanta too, right? And I'm in the entertainment business. I probably know a lot of the people you know, been around them and shit. So let me ask you a question. Are you from Atlanta?
Yeah, born
I'm
and
not from
raised.
Atlanta. No, no. My family from Mississippi.
Not
Miss
you, Rufus.
Rufus,
Not you,
he's
Rufus.
speaking to
Oh,
Omar, Miss Rufus.
oh,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry. I'm
born
sorry.
and raised, good brother. What about you?
Yeah. I've been here since well, I was born in North Carolina, but I moved to Atlanta in '79. So I'm Atlanta is me. I was here when Alpharetta was a motherfucking cow pasture. You know what I mean? So
Did you go to high
I've
school out
seen
here?
it. No. I moved here in the music to be in the music before music business was even in Atlanta. My band came from North Carolina, and I've been in Atlanta from '79 to present. So I've been
Yeah,
here longer than I even been in my hometown. So I'm Atlanta through and through. Even though I didn't go to the schools, I know all the radio, all the shit that whatever. When Atlanta got on the shit, I was here. When it became that spot where everybody
yeah. I'm
started
I'm
listening
I'm
to
real.
it.
I'm well known in Atlanta, brother. I'm
Yeah. So I got
certified.
a
Yeah.
question for.
Hmm.
Cool. That's what I wanted to know. The question is, I mean, you got your ear to the street, which is great for this question. As a promoter, uh, have you seen an influx of Africans, Nigerians, and everything get into the promotion part of what you do? And is it a lot of them doing it? Because back in the day, if you know, that it was just us, right? Anything went
Well,
on
not
black,
necessarily. So I'm gonna break down the history. So when Meech was at his when BMF was at their peak in Atlanta, Alex, as you know, AG,
right?
he's African. He's from Ethiopia. So he was the biggest promoter, and he still is the biggest promoter in the country. So I was still young when he was in the game, and so once I got in the game and I started doing my thing, the only thing you really saw from an African standpoint, you'll see like the valet guys. That's kind of how Alex started.
Hmm.
And then like right before I retired from entertainment, what we saw was a lot of scammers from Africa. A lot of brothers were doing the tax. They was doing stuff with the taxes and
Right.
yada yada yada. And then like now I see in the last, because I've been out the game, I say about 7 years now. So I say in the last 3 to 5 years, it's been a lot of Africans, primarily West Africans, doing promotions, opening up
Correct.
clubs and stuff. I got brothers that's doing. Another one of my guys, he got involved in a big lawsuit because somebody got shot at his club, and that was pretty bad for him.
Pew
But
pew. We love
yeah, yeah,
TikTok.
yeah,
You got
yeah,
to
yeah.
learn that language. Cool. No problem.
Yeah, so I say in the last answer your question, the last 3 to 5 years, you see more Africans in that space. Because it's nothing like it's a lot of money. In Atlanta. Atlanta is
Yeah,
like one
of
of the
course.
hubs. Atlanta, Houston, Miami, LA.
Right.
You
And they
know,
all in those areas. So what I'm saying to you, since you've seen that influx, because when you were in it, even though that first Africa might have been that guy, it was still 99% us doing promotions, music, and all that kind of stuff.
right?
So since in the last, say, 5 years of the influx of these Africans, West Africans, do you think that's a problem?
Um, when you say a problem, what you mean? Like break that down.
As far as them replacing what was originally us, right? Like if you from Atlanta, then you know the fabric of Atlanta from Sharon Showcase to everything was always 99, damn near 100% us. There was no West Africans, no Caribbeans, nobody, right? So I'm saying since in the next the since the next 5 years, the last 5 years, they've come in and almost booted our people out, and now they're claiming those spots. Because I see a lot of parties and club rooftops and all kinds of stuff, but it's never really us. Instance, there's a thing called R&B. I think it's
Wednesday,
R&B
you talking about R&B
Soul
Wednesdays?
Picnic. No, this is a concert thing that they do. It's called R&B something soul picnic, and that was put on from about a bunch of immigrants from New York who came into Atlanta now trying to put their footprint down, and they've done those things all over. It wasn't just Atlanta; it was a lot of our black cities that they took this show on the road. But as far as promotion is concerned, I don't see a lot of us, a lot of you, a lot of me
It
doing
ain't
these
that. It
things
ain't. It
right
ain't.
now.
It ain't. It ain't like that though. Cause like if I wanted to do something right now, I had a whole city on fire. You know, if I
Oh
wanted to
yeah, I'm
do
not
it, you
talking
know
about
what I
your
mean.
level. I'm talking about the
So
next one.
Hey,
I'm talking about the
it's
next one, huh?
So it's
say it's a dude, right? It's funny that you say that because it's a guy. He's a promoter in Atlanta. He was on a podcast. I don't know if you
Hmm.
seen that shit on Twitter where he was saying how many black clubs is in Atlanta. He said I ain't talking about African. How many black owned? And he was talking about that all these fucking Africans and these I guess the Ethiopians and shit. They got them too. They own damn near all the clubs. So yeah, I don't see how this dude's saying that they still in the game. And because you remember it was something that was controversial where it was an Ethiopian club. They put some shit out for I think Juneteenth maybe. It was some real offensive
Yeah,
shit, and we
yeah.
all got
It was
back at him.
Juneteenth.
Yeah, yeah, it was some bullshit. So I don't know what this dude talking about, man. I don't know if he really got it
I'm
there
just
to the
trying to
street
get the
because
fabric of does he recognize that a space we used to own is now not a space that we used to own. Even the clubs, back in Dominique's and everything. That was
yeah.
everything in
It just
Atlanta.
you got to think. I done did it on such a high level, good brother. I understand the dynamics of it. It ain't like that. If anybody, like one of my guys, like are you familiar with Opium? That's like one of the biggest clubs in Atlanta, and it's black. It's black owned.
Is that
My
a
guy,
Today Club?
yeah, Today Club.
No, I
One
would
of the one
never.
of
I
the
don't
one of
go
the
out. Yeah. You have to
yeah.
go back to the '90s clubs and
But
all
I'm
that
just
kind of
trying to
stuff.
answer your question so you can have the clarity, so you won't, because
Okay.
I don't care where you from. I ain't never been no hater. I despise haters, bro. That's my pet peeve. So I'm gonna always keep it real. I don't, no matter if you're from Africa, Europe, Asia, I don't care about none of that. I'm righteousness at the end of the day. So I'm just trying to give you the game. So the biggest club, Opium, that's owned by uh, three black people. It's a sister and two brothers.
When you say black, you
Uh,
mean us black or
yeah. Foundational, yeah.
okay?
And I know them personally. It's another spot, one of the hottest spots in Atlanta. It's a spot called MCK. When I was in the game, these guys looked up to me. Now they got one of the most successful restaurant lounges in the city. It's black owned. So it's a lot of spots out here. It just it ain't that they're gatekeeping and keeping us out. If you got the capital and you want to do an event, you can rent out a venue and do the event. If you want to buy a piece of real estate, you could do that. Anybody can get an entertainment. It's just the fact that it's a lot of money that can be moved a certain way. So that's why it's more appealing to Africans and people that's into certain other things, and they get into this particular space. Strip clubs, Magic City is owned by Foundation of Black America.
Right.
Onyx is owned by one of my guys, Edgar James. I don't know if you know about NFL,
I
but
know Edgar. Yeah.
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 So it ain't like what so that's what I'm saying. I don't want to. I ain't.
Yeah. But
We
this is
can't
the
just be.
thing I'm trying to get you to see, though, right?
Uh,
And I know this is why I tell people all the time. I said the entertainment world is a multicultural type of thing, and to get the entertainment people to see what is happening is very difficult because when I did it, I didn't look at if you was, especially from a musician point of view, if you was whatever you ethnicity was, if you was dope, you was dope. We was practicing blackness. So everybody's black. You cool? Where you from, brother? Africa, whatever. Cool. I said, but now it's different because they are coming in to take over, and that's a different stance than what you. So all those foundational places that you just named, I hope they remain because if they're coming to the South and to our things to really replace us and move in with these things,
but
and
listen,
what's happening with the
let me say this real. It's important, brother. We gotta,
go ahead, go
as
ahead, go ahead.
men, we gotta be mindful of our speech. Ain't no takeover. It's a matter of like I told you right now, bro. I ain't did nothing in 7 years. If I came out right now, I'll shut the whole city down. You feel me? I retired from entertainment because I started to see that when I got to a certain level, I saw the wickedness that was in entertainment. You know, I turned down over 15 TV shows. I turned down millions of dollars because I started to see what came with that. So what I'm saying to you is, it ain't no fear mongering where they're pushing us out, keeping us out. It's just if you want to do it, you can do it. It's
I
just
got you.
if
This
somebody's
is
a hustler,
America, and we could
yeah,
do that.
yeah,
But
there you
let me
go.
caution you on this though.
Uh-huh.
Now you have told me that you're seeing more of them doing things now than before. It's real
That's
subtle.
true, which
It
is
don't
true. Yeah, which is true.
it ain't like a we coming in, bam, we just did everybody like, what the fuck? No,
Right.
it's the casual. They cling to brothers like you that they know can get them in the spots, get them, introduce them to the right people. And next thing you know, it's real casual. But then you start seeing, damn, these motherfucking Nigerians is putting on a lot of shit if you really look at it that they didn't do 10 years ago or 20 years ago. So when I'm saying the take on is subtle, it's real, it's real. They're clean. It's like you can know how to play the game because they don't come here knowing it. Somebody to them. And so what I'm telling you, keep your eye out. Maybe pay a little more attention. Just really do your, like you just named all those black owned people. Do the same thing for outsiders and see who's owning this shit. See who's
I
really
would only be
owning
worried. I'm
move.
gonna tell you this. I would only be worried if the demographic matched those owners. But the fact that
No, they
Atlanta
don't want
still,
the demographics is
no,
not them. The
you missing the
demographics is us.
you missing the gym. You missing the
What you
gym.
say?
I would only be worried if the demographic of the people that are customers matched the phenotype of those people that are coming over here. But because it's still Chocolate City in Atlanta, it ain't. You know what I mean? It
You
ain't.
know, I get you, but listen to what I'm saying. I'm gonna give you a gem. There is no back. We have to be the demographic because it ain't enough of them here for them to become who they think they become. So they have to tap into your culture. So our culture's gonna always be dominant. It's just like right now you see people with African soul food restaurants. You know, why would they use the word soul food? Because there ain't enough demographics for them to have to stand on their own 10 to support their businesses. So they have to put soul food on it because Atlanta is 90% us. Without that, they don't win. So yes, we're always gonna be the demographics, but they'll use that to get where they gotta go. But when they get where they want to go, that's when you see the switch of how they really treat people and how they cosplay. They'll have two faces. They're one around you when they're around you, and one around them, the people when they're around the people. And I'm just
I
giving you
hope
some
that
gems,
because
so
I
you,
got to interject. So I know what video you're talking about, or specifically for ATL, right? So there was a party promoter, and he went on a podcast, and he was interviewed. You got feedback. I'm sorry.
that ain't
Yeah.
me. That's
So what
over.
happened? What he said was the Africans are becoming the owners, and Black Americans are becoming party promoters. The issue with that was he was saying how he would make the man the money by bringing the
Omar,
people,
can you
but the
mute?
man was disrespectful to his people. And so he was pissed. So there's that dynamic going on. Sometimes we give them the in by bringing them the crowd, but he's disrespectful to the crowd. And so he said, I don't think it's large scale, especially if we still outnumber them. And he can name people, but that's a strategy they use too. We're the party promoters. We bring the people.
Exactly. That's yeah. Now, yeah. And he was real like yeah. He said that basically yeah. He the one that bring the motherfucking crowd to him, and they won't even respect or even really break bread with black people.
Yeah, my brother, that's all I'm saying to you. You know, just keep your eyes open a little bit more. I know you retired. Sometimes when we retire, we don't be about ear to the street, like not to the point where you're not effective. Like you can go do your thing because whatever level you at. But at the same time, sometimes we don't always watch it like we should. And we should be gatekeeping our shit. I don't care what nobody say. We ain't gonna go into none of them countries and do that shit and nobody don't say nothing to us. Right? So we can't be so free that we lose our control of what we built. Our ancestors built with their sweat and blood, and what we've done, all the things. Like everybody's coming here to take advantage of the things we made available to for ourselves. But now because they feel like they black too, they can participate in on it. And that's what you got to watch out for, because we're not going to any of these other countries doing the things that they're coming here. And but there people say, well, it ain't that many of them, it's enough of them. And it don't take a lot to do shit. You just got to get in the right places, in the right seats to do the thing. But keep your eye open for a lot of things so you can start seeing how these people are moving politically, entertainment wise, or whatever it may be. Just look at all the sectors.
And I get what you're
Then,
saying. Yeah. It's just because I'm from Atlanta, I'm well known in Atlanta, well connected, well established. I know the politics. I know who's who, the movers and shakers, and it just I haven't, and I'm very observant, and that ain't in this city. Nah, it ain't. That ain't. Despite the few African owners that you have, it ain't. The disrespect. It ain't. Atlanta, one of them cities where if let's say if you own a spot and you move a certain way, the movers and shakers of that city, we can, what I mean? I just, like you said, I'm gonna keep a watchful eye, but it ain't nothing to be even intimidated about, just based on how this city is set up.
Okay. If you want, can you put your name in my inbox? Because now I want to know who you really are, right? So I'm gonna ask some people because I know people too, right, in Atlanta. But this is what I want to tell you as a New Yorker, right? You see how New York is overrun now. Everybody thinks that immigrants outnumber us. They think we don't have no home, no ownership. I was in a discussion with one lady, heated, and she was like, well, at least here we could own our homes. I was like, what are you saying? We have generational home owners here. People think that all of Brooklyn is gentrified. We was just pushed out. What I'm trying to warn you of is, and what Unc is really trying to say is, yeah, the numbers may be low with African home ownership, but that's how they start. And then next thing you know, when you have that attitude, you seem kind of resistant. Next thing you know, you wake up and you're like, oh shit, what happened? I'm telling you, do more than keep an eye on it. Start telling people don't do business with the Africans. They cannot thrive where they are not supported. They shouldn't own shit in the South, if you want to be honest, if I want to be honest. That's all we trying to tell you, brother, because I'm from a city where it happened to us. I'm from a time when we owned a lot of stuff. We still have ownership, but we're the ones hiring every demographic and nobody's hiring us. We're from a place where people think we let them just say the N-word. They don't see the lives that was lost or the fist that was thrown with certain demographics. So that's all we doing, brother. Please tell people to start boycotting them. Delineation and boycotting goes hand in hand. That means no party promote. I don't care how hot the club is. Make another club hot. Period. That's it.
Preach, sister. And I just want to throw out this real quick before I drop down. We got solutions. It ain't like just out here just not doing nothing. I personally have solutions if you really like wanna work and make things happen within the lineage. We can always come together and create solutions. That's one of our greatest strengths is the ability to create. So whatever the problem is, it ain't no problem. I'm gonna drop down. Peace to the panel. I love all of y'all, and yeah, I'm here for it.
Peace.
All right, peace, brother. Have a good one.
It's deep though, sister. Like that, what you're saying, that wouldn't be my fight in Atlanta. That ain't even my spirit as far as like, hey, no, we don't support that. I don't move like that. My fight right now, I feel the biggest fight for my people is a proper ethnic title. I know we got FBA, we got, freedmen, we got these different titles, black, but because of the ethnogenesis that our people have been through, and we're different than any other group on the planet, based on what we built in this country, and based on our diverse lineage, we have to create a title that's going to accommodate that diverse lineage. And then once we come to the
word, Black American is just as good. You don't even have to add nothing to or from it. It's the South.
You say why you like black as an ethnic title?
Because you know that black is our last reclassification. Some of our ancestors are black. Some of us have black on our birth certificates and stuff. And for the longest time,
It's
we've been
also
the
part of
black
the
community.
ethnogenesis.
Huh?
The social construct, it's also part of the ethnogenesis. It was woven in. It was the way we were socialized. So
Yeah,
when
I
we
just don't
say
that black because it's too convoluted. It's too many other
it's
groups
not
that
convoluted.
I think we
If
need our
people
own.
say they you, are you going to say it's convoluted? You know, there's another group that deal with people always claiming that they them that I see all the time, and I see how they handle it because of all the native tribes we have here in America. But YT or a lot of other people, they love to say that they them, and they have to deal with that.
I'm
Yeah,
with you, sis.
that's what I just feel. Just knowing how the system is set up and the power of these words and these terms, I just feel like we, as a creative people, we need to create something that hasn't been tainted, that's unique to us, and move forward. Because there's
We're
so many
not giving
agents.
we're not giving
I
back,
just
bro.
think that we need to get everybody else off our shit. There was
True,
no
because every
when you said when you say black American, everybody's clear. There's no confusion all around the world. When you go out of the world, you're American. Oh, you're a black American, right?
Well,
We
even
are
when
the
you
only
just say
ones,
black, period, the
right?
first people you
Right.
think
So
of are
what we
black
have to do,
Americans.
bro, is
yeah.
get everybody else up off our shit out the paint. We ain't got to
So
change nothing except to
no, we
stay the
don't.
fuck up out of our shit.
And every nomenclature comes with policies. Every last one of them came with legislation.
Yeah, I just know how these devils move. Like when you look at, has anybody looked deep into reparations as far as like California? Like when you look at the fine print,
We those people,
what?
bro.
How did he not know that when
We
we
know
really
all
was
that shit.
on Clubhouse
I'm
with
saying
him?
that's our
It was
shit.
us who was making the noise. I don't understand how he keep not understanding, like having these conversations with us. Like that was us on Clubhouse. Something is going on. Obviously, he talking to the people who actually was there from the start, who seen it coming before it
We the
happened.
ones, yeah, we the ones was feeding
All
Camila
the
Moy
talking
before
points,
she
yeah,
switched
we
up.
came up with those. Everything that people are talking about a lot of this stuff, that it came from us. We framed it.
Yeah, I wasn't in y'all spaces. I was in my own
You
space.
did, yeah, I don't believe
We
that.
can tell.
No,
We
you
But
can tell.
no, you
but
came in
yeah,
Everybody
our
came in
spaces.
our space. He
I
came in there
remember him.
occasionally. He
I
just
remember him.
No,
trash.
I know
I
he
don't know
sound
why we keep
familiar. And he sound very familiar, man. I'm trying to tell
keep
you.
doing the same thing.
what
Keep
you mean
trying
the
to make
same
himself
thing? But it's like
bigger than he is.
you
Was
see
on
how we
Clubhouse. Everything.
how it's so you can Google me, sister. Ain't nothing to like talk about.
I'm
Like I
not
ain't.
talking about that, Omar. I'm talking about
Hold on. Let me.
Clubhouse.
All I'm saying is
Clubhouse.
I ain't with all
I'm the
the.
same.
Ain't
Look, we're the
saying.
same people. Look, I will tell Biatch.
Hold on, bro,
Well,
brother.
time I
Like
see.
I'm just saying, my
You
thing
ain't
is if
nobody, bro. It don't
what
matter.
I
It
got you,
don't
brother.
matter.
God
It
bless you.
don't
But what I'm
matter.
saying is you're
God,
proving my
thank you.
point.
It don't
That's
matter.
why we got to create
It don't
something
matter.
because there's too many of you bitter hater. It just
Because
y'all
no,
energy, bro.
you know what the hater is?
I'm
The
really
hater
about
energy
building
is you not. No, you don't have.
He
and
called
making sure our
everybody a
people.
You
hater who
don't
pull
have
out
any
point out.
conviction, and
You
that's
should have.
cowardice.
What I'm
That's what
saying
it
is,
is.
brother,
We
your
separate
energy
the
is
wheat from the
off.
chaff. That's what we're
You know what
doing,
I mean?
man.
Like I'm really trying to
This is what we
unify
call
with my
this is
people,
what
but
we
it just
call
y'all got too
foraging.
much of that wicked energy in you,
Whenever
and that's
no,
why our people in the
you know what it
No, you
is.
know how
predicament
you
that
You
we
can't
in
stand the
accreditate
forge.
because
You
yourself.
can't
That's
stand the
what we
fire.
doing.
You
no,
cannot
no,
stand the
no.
fire. You cannot stand the fire.
Come on,
And what
bro.
we're
Y'all
doing
cloud
is
chasing, bro.
we are taking
I
out
got
all the
you.
steel and we're taking all the
I got you.
impurities out. And so
I
when we're
got you.
forging something new, you're not a part of it because all you got is weakness. You give
Nah,
me
so what are you
Cornell
doing?
West units. You everybody's brother.
What are you doing?
Everybody's brother.
What are you doing? What are you
I
doing for
can't
the
be damn.
people?
I ain't
What have
got
you
no
done for
Hey
hate
the
in my
Jay,
community?
heart. I
Jay,
ain't got no hate in
let
my
me
I
heart.
say,
ain't
I can
like
do
that.
anything.
hey,
I don't
guys,
feel
hey
the
guys,
problem.
hey
Yeah,
guys, hold up.
you a
Hey,
problem,
hey,
man. You ain't
Jay,
got
let
no
me say something.
conviction.
Jay, let me say
Hey,
something.
real, these your people? Like you know these people?
Omar, yeah, these my folk. Hey, but check
Your
this
Okay.
out.
mic so
Check this
loud,
out.
nigga. Get the fucking
Hold
headphones
up,
out,
man,
nigga. This
hold
ain't
up.
Clubhouse.
All right, I
Let me
got you.
say something to Omar. Omar, you remember when you said how bad you are? You the shit. If I want to do something, it pop off.
Right.
I turned down millions. I recognized that the industry was the devil and all that. You notice that we never said you clout and chasing or you beating your chest and you think you that shit. So when we saying in Clubhouse, this shit that you talking about with California and all that, We're not being braggadocious. We just realized that we were in a different place. We never in our whole life in history disliked anybody melanated. Our love for melanated people was the thing that they weaponized. If you know what the devil is, then you know what they could take things and weaponize it against you. So we found out these people who we had love for were really just another snake in the grass. And if you round them, they won't say it to your face when you out with them. But if you stay on these panels long enough, these Africans and these Caribbeans will let you know how they feel about your black ass.
So let me say this to
Hey,
you, brother. Since you said this to me,
hey,
Go
bro.
ahead.
This nigga
Uh,
was
hey,
on Clubhouse. He
you're,
got to see the
hey,
worst of these motherfuckers.
you're
I need
real.
you to have that same
If these
energy
young
you have for
people,
that Kamala vote.
let them let
I
me
need you to have that same
let me
energy.
speak
They
to
are
you
This
my
for a
here you
minute,
people.
talking
brother.
to is
So
a
tell
snake.
them fall
That's who
back,
you
brother, so I
talking
can
to.
address what you just said.
Nah, yeah, no,
It ain't
no,
gonna happen
no.
like that
You
over
a
here,
snake,
Omar.
bruh.
Oh, they
You
don't
a
You know,
snake,
respect.
bruh. I need you
Oh,
to,
okay, I got
I
you.
need
but
you
I'm
to
just
have that
saying.
same
I,
energy. Hey, I need you
I
to have
can't
that
even
same
talk. I can't
energy
even
you
be
had for
heard,
that
good
chick
brother. But
earlier.
your energy
No, you
different, bro.
can't,
You
bruh.
good with
You
my
can't.
eyes. I
You're
don't know what's
right.
oh,
going
I
on
didn't
with you,
hear.
My
brother.
energy is
So
direct.
I
My
Yeah,
didn't.
energy is
they
direct.
been
Hold
tricking
And
on,
what
me.
it
yeah,
does is
Omar.
it
You can
blocks
speak
off
right
and
after
repairs
Jay.
anything that's
We can go right after
impure.
Jay.
And what you are is impure. You want to claim purity, but you're not. You want to say project. You never know what projecting is. You don't even use it in the correct sentence. That's what it is. You want to go ahead and try to slander around everybody like this, but you're not, bro. I see through you. You were here before. You were here in multiple forms. Even if it wasn't you, we know so many like you. We make gods bleed because people think that they untouchable. You sitting on your hands right now and you ain't nothing. That's all you told us. Oh, I could if I can, if I want to, if I can't. All I know is you ain't did shit. That's all you telling me. You're not a mover. And when we're giving you opportunities to do something with your talent, with your energy, all you said is, "Oh, I can't. I ain't built like that." Oh, everybody my friend, everybody my brother. You sound like Cornel West. That's all I'm saying. You ain't nobody, bro. Respectfully,
The
disrespectfully.
fact is,
God bless you, good brother.
this dude was
Mature,
on
can I be heard now?
he was on
Yeah, yeah.
Clubhouse with the
Yeah, I
worst
mean,
of the
he
worst
you know what I
of them.
mean?
He
You're
heard them
not even.
all.
Yeah, I'm
So I
good, bro. You
can't
ain't running
really
your
go ahead and
platform
speak
right,
on this
brother. You
nigga.
ain't gonna let
Hold
nobody
on,
keep disrespecting
hold
you. You
on,
feel
man.
I
I'm
me?
gonna
ain't
let
really
you
nobody give a
No,
damn.
relax.
no, no, no. These brother, come on. These brothers
Stupid
wouldn't
ass
move like that
Go
in
nigga.
real
ahead,
life,
man.
man. Like I
Go
don't
ahead.
play like that in
Go
real
ahead.
life.
You
Don't
can.
nobody. Yeah.
All
So,
right.
all
Relax.
right.
Go ahead. Go
So
ahead, brother.
what I'm saying is, these are agents amongst us. I don't care. Well, I don't know if you know. I don't care if you cool with these people. If you really trying to unify with your people, you don't even talk like that because it's all about networking. It's all about who you know. And I'm one of those people. I'm well connected. So once I unify with somebody else that's really genuine and really trying to help our people and really trying to dismantle white supremacy and everything that has kept our people in
Ain't nobody
bondage,
shit is
we
to
could
Steve.
really do
That's all
something.
it is. Sometimes
And
when
and,
you think
and,
you
and
got
you see how you can't even control yourself as a man, good
You hear
brother.
that shit
So
right
you
there,
can't you
I
can't
already
you,
know, nigga, you
you
not
can't even
serious,
control you
motherfucker.
can't even control your
You're not
energy,
serious.
bro. You can't even control your energy, brother.
Homie, you're not
Well,
Yeah,
serious,
I
motherfucker.
already know what type of
Anytime
yeah,
I
why
hear
yeah,
a
y'all
nigga
acting.
say, I'm
I know
trying to
what
dismantle
manipulation
white
is when I see
supremacy,
it.
Yeah, all right.
everybody's his friend.
I know what
He think
manipulation
he
is when
one
I
and the
hear
All
same
it.
with
right,
us.
man. I'm going, man. God bless, man. Appreciate you for the hospitality, Matom. I think that's how you pronounce your name. And then brother Real and Sister BX, y'all energy cool with me.
Take your
I'm
All right,
good.
man.
God
Peace.
snake oil
bless. God
selling
bless.
ass
Peace.
out of here.
Neutral.
Nigga he's just a perpetual snake oil salesman. Nigga, get the fuck out of
See?
here. Look, say
Hey, you're Aquarius. I'm a Cap Aquarius, so I actually listen and I do that. I got that same energy reading. I know what the flow is.
Hmm.
All right, y'all. We have Abel.
exactly what that nigga on. As soon as when Unc was asking him about the shit, I'm like, nigga, you can't be in tune with what's going on, nigga. A big time promoter in Atlanta was just on the fucking podcast complaining about these motherfucking Africans and these others owning all the clubs and doing fuck shit and fuck ass promotions and doing fuck shit to black people.
And didn't
So I
I?
don't know
Oh,
what the
sorry.
fuck this dude talking about. And he keeps saying, "Oh, well, I ain't." No, he was on Clubhouse. That motherfucker know exactly what was going on because that was the worst of the worst tellers.
That's a
Period.
fact.
Right. All right. So we're gonna go to Abel and then to No Excuse. Abel, where you from? What's your ethnicity?
I'm currently in Pennsylvania. I'm from Ethiopia and Kenya.
and I live. Yeah, I'm 32.
Okay, what's your thoughts on the prompt?
I mean, Pan Africans are fucking idiots. I mean, this is insulting for all human beings. First of all, Pan Africans are not looters. Before African were divided into multiple ethnics, and the white peoples and Europeans were colonizing and killing us in millions. So our fathers
They
decided
unalive
not
it,
to
sir.
kill. Yes, unalive us in millions. So our father decided to come together and to fight back. So that's Pan-African. So we don't have to die alone. Let's fight together. That's
Unalive,
Pan-African.
please say
Yes,
unalive.
unalive. So that's a movement. That's a Pan-African movement actually saved millions. So you guys are like coming over here and saying like Pan-Africans are idiots. I don't know. Maybe you guys need to read. I mean, this thing saved a lot of millions. This is a movement.
Oh, so what millions of people did it save?
Thank God for the question, but this question is like for the founding fathers. Like we came
I
together
know. So
as an
right now,
African, so we
what you're
fought them,
saying is
we
just
trained them.
something. It's just
Yes,
something
first.
you're saying. You
No,
have
I'm
no
not saying.
proof. Wait a minute.
No,
Calm down, man. Just take a breath. You
go
have
ahead.
no proof. Jesus. You have no proof about what you're saying of it saving millions of people's lives, sir.
Yeah, first of all, you can read him. Nelson Mandela.
Saved your people's lives is feed the
He
children.
was
Feed the children
yes.
saved your people's lives. There wasn't no fucking pan-Africanism. And it's a white
Yeah,
man that don't feed the children. That's
you
what
guys
saved your
are
lives.
somehow you guys are blacks. You guys are divided. So first of all, you guys came together and tried to save your ass before you open your mouth to African who is
Hold
working and controlling
on.
the
What?
economy. Yes, Africans are like smarter than you guys. Okay, you
Hold
guys
on.
have
Wait.
nothing.
I need
Wait a
him to
minute.
define Pan African because he may not even understand
So
the real
tell me the
meaning of
first
it.
world country in Africa.
What did you say?
Hold on,
Can you
real no.
define
Tell
Pan
me the
African?
first
Hold on.
world country
Let
in Africa.
BX go
Oh, I'm
real
sorry.
quick.
Go ahead, BX.
Real.
I didn't see.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I'm just wondering what Pan-Africanism is to him. Is it where the whole continent works together, or is it the what so-called diaspora champions them, but they never championed the diaspora? Those are your two options, Abel. I already know you're trolling, right? But something in me feel that you believe Pan-Africanism is just the continent working together because you said you're unified and we shouldn't talk to you as Black Americans until we unified. So define Pan-Africanism.
Yeah, I'm telling you. First of all, the Pan-Africanism from the beginning was to come together and to fight and to liberate and to be independent from colonialism. That's number one movement. The second movement is to work
But who was
together and to
helping you?
develop.
Who was helping you?
Nobody.
So it was just
It's a blood and
Africans
sweat.
fighting against the
Yes,
colonizers? Huh?
yes,
Okay,
yes.
see, he's an idiot. Yeah, I'm going on
You
mute.
are idiots.
Man, calm your ass down. Hold on.
First of
Let's
all, you
Pan-African.
from Ethiopia,
Has
bro. You from
Pan-African
Ethiopia. The
created a
fact that
first
you
world
just said
African
that is
country?
crazy.
I mean, you guys are crying because you guys are losing
Hey,
currently.
African, I'm
The
Africans,
asking
fact
you.
that
you
you
I'm
said
cannot
you
asking
stop.
you.
Ethiopian
No,
and said
United
nobody
States
helped
is.
you is crazy, bro. This is how I know you motherfuckers don't know shit. See, this is what happens when you got newly found released people from the jungle. They so far behind on history that they don't know all this shit happened.
We came to United States and we're doing good. So we are smarter than you.
So let me ask you a question. With your Pan-Africanism ideology, can you name one first world country in Africa?
Warlord, what are you saying? I don't understand it. What are you saying?
You know that America is a first world country, right?
Yeah,
Warlord
you kind of
country?
muffled, real. You kind of muffled.
You can't hear me? I might be speaking
Yeah,
low.
I don't know what you are trying to say. Yeah.
Just
I'm
want to
asking
remind
you,
everybody that sometimes Africans will appropriate another African country, even where that country's flagging it, and it'll take another African from that appropriated country to come in and say he not answering the questions right. He really ain't from such and such a place. Because for him to
No,
say that Pan-Africanism was just the Africans when Black Americans helped Ethiopians, I'm like, something wrong with him. He may not even be Ethiopian.
yes, I am Ethiopian. I don't have to. I mean, you can ask me anything, but you don't know anything about USA, I don't think you're gonna know anything about Ethiopia. So at the end of the day, if you guys want to work together without attacking
When
other
the
group.
Italians tried to
Yeah,
attack,
first work together,
when
create your own
Italians
bank
tried,
system.
listen, oh African, when the Italians attacked Ethiopia and Black Americans came over to help you, do you remember that time?
Yes, I do that one.
So
But
why
you
would
know
you
the
be? Well, but
let
listen.
me
So
yeah,
listen.
let me give
So
you, let me give. I
listen.
listen to you.
So why would you talk to Black Americans like we ain't shit when we literally helped your country be not invaded by the Italians? You see how ungrateful y'all are? You come
Let
over
me
here
tell
telling
you.
us we don't know shit, and we came all the way across the water and helped you.
Do you know?
You
Okay,
ain't.
that's good.
I
Let me
can
tell you.
let me text. No, no. Let me ask you this. Can you tell me a time when Ethiopia has come to assist us in America?
Good. The help was our major battle between Italy and Ethiopia was in
I asked you a
1895.
question.
At that time,
Can you
there was
tell
no
me?
black free man. Okay.
Can you tell me a time when Ethiopia has come to the American soil and assisted the Black Americans in our fight against the white keys in America?
No, Africans were over there. We were fighting
So
we
you
were
sit up here
colonized.
now. Can you tell me a time when Black Americans have come across the water and helped Ethiopia?
When did you think that happened?
You tell me.
So
It's
Yeah.
he
historically
don't know
Do you
his
documented.
know?
he don't
No,
know
no.
his
Let me.
history because the second invasion of the
You
Italian
guys,
world
hold on.
was in the
You guys are
1930s.
muting me.
It was in the
You guys are
1930s.
muting me.
So he bringing up
Let,
eight
let
ninety
no,
five.
no,
That was the first invasion. That was the first
no.
invasion.
Let me tell
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me speak, and
Okay.
you're
Okay.
gonna.
Calm your ass down. What the fuck? Calm down, man.
You guys
Yeah.
are muting. You need to get calm down.
Yeah, because they asking you a question and you're not
I'm
answering.
answering it. No, I'm answering it.
All right, calm your ass down. All right, simmer
Okay.
down.
So let me answer his question. Our first battle between Italy and Ethiopia was in 1895. It was the Battle of Adwa. No nation helped us. That was the day we became independent. The one you guys came was in World War II. World War II was like everybody was fighting each other, and it was not our battle. So our major victory was in 1895. During that time,
We're
no
not
black
talking about
people
that.
was
It
flying
wasn't a it
jets.
wasn't a
So
major victory. Fuck, cause they came back. You ain't did shit. You might have won the battle, but you
so
didn't
he
win the WAR.
so
You didn't
It
win
was
this
World
this
War,
WAR
man.
because
We
they
but
don't know
came
who came,
back.
but
who went.
but this idea is about should be about what they did, because you say that you're smarter, right? But what when they came over to Ethiopia, what they did was they taught you how to fly planes. You guys didn't know, you didn't have anything to defend yourselves, and they came over to help you fight. That's what happened.
No, after that, we helped United States.
He gonna
We
say
went
no,
to
we help
Korea.
the United States.
Yes, we did. Yes, we took. Why you are muting me? If you are educated,
All right,
This shit
we're
is a
gonna move
waste of
on.
time. But my brain
You can
cells
stay
be
on the
fucked
panel,
up.
but we're gonna
But you done been in here several times and several. You say the same dumb shit over, and you get debunked every time. This is how I know y'all slow, bro. This is why I think that Africans are remedial, but the other word I can't say it. But
if we
this is
are
how I
slow,
know
we don't
this.
do
I
good over
don't.
here. I
You're
do
you
more
don't do
better.
good over
all
here.
right, Abel, stay on mute. We're gonna move on real
I
quick.
have more property in USA than.
All right, motherfucker, we don't care. Stay on mute. We're gonna go to no excuse, then we're gonna go to Joshua.
All right,
All right,
salute.
no excuse, real quick. Where you from? What's your ethnicity?
I live in Philadelphia, man. I'm FBA.
Are you?
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, you guys sound like you got TV or something in the background.
Yeah, let me go
I
outside.
don't know.
But yeah, I didn't want to. I wanted to fact check, dude, but the chat corrected what he was saying was wrong. But I didn't want to come. I didn't want to come up to fact check, dude. I did want to get you guys' opinion because I am trying to propose something to city council. to update how we identify races in the city of Philadelphia, and try to use that as a springboard for it to get more national attention. So I put together a draft, and basically I want to put a category.
Are you gonna
Well, it's
speak
two options.
strategy? This not strategy, is it?
No, this is just about census record keeping. How we categorize ourselves, how we delineate from just being all lumped into Black Americans. So, currently on a federal level, we're grouped as Black or African American. So what I drafted was, it'll be a checkbox. It'll say Black American. Then under that checkbox, it'll be subcategories. With another checkbox, it'll say freedmen or FBA, whatever we want to use. I'll just say freedmen, and then under that, it'll be Caribbean descent, African descent.
Hell nah.
We don't
Hell
even want
nah.
them in our same box. They need
Up
their
under our
own
category.
category on the
Hell
other
nah,
side of the
man.
paper or some shit.
You do know
But
what
are you a
delineation is.
Pan-African?
So it's two options. No, I'm not a Pan-African. So the other option is just have a standalone box, freedmen, and then Black American can be for those other groups.
Bro, are you
No,
smoking dope or
bro.
something? What the
No,
fuck is
no,
wrong with this
no.
dude, man? That's
Oh,
not
man.
delineation, bro.
But
Why are you trying to give up our shit to somebody else, bro?
We need our own category on the census.
Listen, we already got it. All you have to do
It's
is
Black or
Black
African
American.
American.
That's us, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? That's
Yeah, it should
us.
just be
I
a
don't say
box that
Black.
say Black American. And they
What?
should have another box that say melanated immigrants.
They
Under
say
that box, they
African,
can have all
Caribbean, or
their
what some shit.
countries. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right
Hey
now,
guys, wait, no excuse. Are you African? Right, look at your profile. Look at his profile, y'all.
Yeah, I read it. It
I'm a
says a bunch
travel. I'm an
of
international traveler. A lot of people know me. Go to my YouTube
Ethiopian
page.
culture,
I just travel to. I just.
Afro-Cuban culture.
Yeah, he a Pan-Africanist.
I'm just in a
I
passport
don't
bro
like
space.
these light words.
I'm not a Pan-African, bro. I'm an
I don't
international
like these.
traveler.
Globally.
Oh, you're an
Okay,
so
international
why would you
trip.
want to
That's what
give
you is.
something that's on our birth certificates to someone else?
I'm asking an opinion. I'm asking an
No,
opinion.
you said that, and so we gave you our answer to your opinion. That's no. Don't do that. You cannot give away our ethnicity, bro. You can't give away what's on our
We
birth
gonna
certificate.
get
It's in the
Black American and
soil.
everybody else. That's some wild shit, bro.
I'm saying if freedmen is, how would you guys reword the census? Because right now
We ain't
for us,
rewording shit. We kicking them off out of our shit. We Black American. That's us.
right
Period.
now,
Point
I'm
blank.
saying right now it read Black
We
or
already
African
started
American. It's
doing that.
one line. It's one line.
You're a little
Even
too
African American
late,
was
my boy.
us. It's
Yeah,
You're a
ours
the
little
plan
too.
is
too
to
late, bro.
retire African American. Yeah, we
Yeah,
We
retiring
have
exactly.
stuff with
African
African
American.
American, but we ain't giving it to nobody else. It's our shit.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you behind, my boy. We already working with the OMB on this shit, man.
I ain't
You
gonna say, bro.
behind.
I didn't come up there to be argumentative. I just came up here just
We're
to.
But
not
you just
arguing. We're
came
just
up
telling
here.
you.
You was
Right.
up
Yeah.
here. We could say Freeman, and we get Black American to everybody else. What kind of shit is that?
It's nothing. It's nothing to be agitated about, man. I just asked an
Bro,
opinion
that is
because
very that was very irritating. That's offensive as fuck, bro. So man, listen, bro. So my grandmother, she just wouldn't exist no more. Huh?
no, somebody
So my
somebody
history
posed
wouldn't
a
exist.
question earlier
So
on what should we.
when you give up Black American, guess what you just gave away? All of our motherfucking history, all of it. You just officially
Right.
erased our
All
people.
of it's everything.
I'm just getting opinions,
You can
man.
never.
I
You
can't
can
I
never
can't run
ever
things just
give. Hey, hey,
Bro,
through
bro.
you
myself.
You
want
can
my
never
opinion?
ever.
Stay in your
You
look,
can
bro.
never
Stay being an
ever
international
use
trick
the word.
and just stay out of this
You can
politics.
Man, you
never
got
ever
some
use.
personal shit, bro.
You
Don't
do
come at me
that,
like
man.
that,
Bro,
Just
bro,
do
because you're
that,
not gonna
man.
talk to me like
bro.
that in person, bro.
Listen,
Yeah, I
man.
would.
No, you
Yeah, I
wouldn't.
would. I
No,
My
you
definitely
man.
wouldn't.
would.
No, you wouldn't, dog. No,
I
you
would
wouldn't,
have did
dog.
something else as
No,
soon
you
as you
wouldn't.
said,
What
oh,
happens
make
to
them
what
You
Black
happens to
keyboard. You
Americans.
James?
keyboard talking,
What
bro.
happens to?
Dumbass
You
dude.
keyboard talking. You keyboard talking.
Hey, bro. Let me ask. No, I don't know. Hey, no. Listen. No, listen. What do we do with the song James Brown said? I'm black and I'm proud.
Good point. Good point.
So are we? So
No, I asked you a
some
question. What
we
answer
don't
the
we don't
question?
we don't
What do
get out of the
we
way.
do with the
We don't
song? Listen,
we
bro.
don't do
God
nothing.
damn. James Brown wrote the song for Black Americans. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. What do we do with that if you're gonna give black to everybody? Who was he talking about when he wrote that song?
We was talking about Friedman.
You could use Freedman, you could use ADOS, you could use FBA, you could use BA. All that shit is Black America. So again, when he wrote the song, who was he talking about?
Us.
So now you go, well, what? So what do we do with the song if you giving it to everybody?
I just stated two options to try to separate
So you ain't got no answer. Okay,
descendants
bro,
of
I'm done.
slaves versus black immigrants. I just asked for,
You
Fact, he
said
just
give
called
black
them
away.
black immigrants. He just want to give it. This dude is a panty, man.
no,
Look,
I
bro.
said,
Look, bro. Listen,
no,
listen. You,
I
you,
don't
you
even want to
sound
hear
like a
from you,
little.
dog. I don't
Listen,
even want to hear
homie. You,
from you,
you sound
bro.
like a neutered ass dude, bro.
I don't
You
even
got this.
want to hear from you,
He
bro.
he
I got
played a
over
bull
two.
You
I
sound
with
like
got
you
me.
over.
neutered
He
already.
I
We
got
knew.
can
over
see
two
why you a
million views,
passport,
bro.
bro. Hey, nigga, shut up.
Shut
All
your
right,
bitch ass up, nigga.
shut up, little
Shut
nigga.
Oh,
your
now
bitch
it's
ass
All
up,
there.
right,
nigga.
look,
Okay,
punk.
okay.
You a
Well,
fucking bitch.
we ain't gonna have
Statement
to have
Shut
that.
your
international
bitch
treaty.
ass up.
All right.
Can I
No,
y'all?
You
Statement
guys, you
international
need to
treaty.
like
listen.
Pan African.
Maybe he's new to the
Shut up, African.
conversation, but
Yeah.
Philly does have. I wanted to get a gauge for him because, or try to see if it was a matter of being Pan African or just new to the conversations, right? Because Philly now, guess what Philly has? There's a man who says he's a part of an organization. It's called, I think it's Flip Philly Red or Philly Flips Red. So some of them are catching on to certain aspects of the delineation movement. So maybe he's just new. But I do want
Nah,
to know.
he a passport, bro. He know what's up, cause he know
Uh,
the conversation too well. That's
What
why we
passport bro
want to
got
get
to
a
do with this
different pot.
Wait a minute,
conversation
no
though?
excuse. Wait a minute, please. So I just want to say this. We don't conform to immigrants. We try to operate off of a good moral compass
You're
and
crazy.
champion them on, right? Places like New York, our activists at the time, there would be, during our heavy Pan-African days, there were people who were harmed within the African community and Caribbean community, and only Black Americans put their bodies on the line fighting with the police, right? Years later now, here comes the U.S. Freedmen Project, and they need help with the bill. They asked about 50 the Afro diasporan, nonprofits and politicians, and some were very silent, and some were like, "I don't know who's gonna help with that if we don't get a piece." So what we're saying is because they dropped the ball, don't know how to be good allies. We're not changing shit for them, but we're changing everything for us besides the way we identify. Changing for us means we're delineating, we're issuing boycotts, we're just issuing some straightening, and they can actually go home where they don't have to worry about being Black, and we don't have to worry about how we're going to identify, because the disrespectful ones will be back in their country building the life that they wanted here over there, because how does a country get built if they over here displacing us? We don't conform to immigrants, sir. We have ancestors listed as Black or African American now, because unfortunately, even Booker T. Washington is listed as an African American on certain resources. So we're not going to change everything about us for them. They migrated here and
Right.
weren't respectful of us. Everything for them has to change, not us. Come on, we're issuing some cultural boundaries and respect, and every culture has it. I can't go over there. They don't even want to say Black small hats. Right? I can't even say I'm a Native American or my great grandmother was Native American. I can't do none of that without them people coming at me. So come on, we don't have to change everything for the immigrants. They won't even try to change their homeland. So come on, I don't understand this. I think you're just new
Now
to
I
the
receive what
conversation,
you
but
just
they
said,
say
sister.
you've been in it for a while because you
I
know the talking points.
I receive what you said, sister, and that's why I'm asking my fellow FBAs, since I do have some political influence, I don't want to be pushing something without running it by enough people
Hey,
to at least
so who you working
make a
with?
tip.
Who you working with in Philly? No excuses.
I know some people in city council, man. Kenyatta Johnson.
So when you say you're trying to come up with this list, who are you trying to take it to?
Well, for something like this, it got to be proposed by a city council member.
Right. Well, I hope that you are hearing the things that we're saying. Black American belongs to us, and even though we don't like African American, that belongs to us as well. Nobody else get it. They need to come up with a box for immigrants that are melanated, but we should no longer be in the same box mixed up with them at all.
Okay.
That's the direction we should be going in.
Should we create a name for them, or that's just something they got to figure it on their own?
I mean, for now, let's just for the sake of the conversation, melanated immigrants.
They have a name. What country they come from? They Jamaican Americans. They Nigerian Americans. Why people try to act like they
Hey, exactly. I don't know why this dude making this shit complicated. But he also calling them black. Oh,
it
the
is
black
on a deeper
immigrant.
level too, because it's
they
a
not
difference.
black.
Hold on, real quick. Let me just say this point real quick. There's between people that were born in America and people that wasn't born in America. Even though they migrated here, they still may not hold American citizenship. They still may hold citizenship from their whole country.
It don't fucking matter, bro. They not black, bro. It's different.
Hey, Big,
Why
let me
we
say
care?
this to him. That all these people who come
Africans are
to
black,
America, listen, man, shut up. Listen,
Shut
all
up,
these
man.
people
Don't
that
say
come
like that.
to a
Hold on,
man,
Abel.
shut up.
Hold on, man.
No,
Hold on. I'll let you
talk
speak in the truth.
respectfully.
Wait a minute.
Man,
It wasn't
shut
your
up.
turn though, so stay on mute. I'll come back around
Yeah,
to you. Stay on
talk
mute,
nice.
man. You're gonna get stay
Hey,
on mute,
all
sir.
these people that come to America, right? The flag that's dearest to all their hearts is their home country flags. They're not really Americans. They only come to America to get what they can get out of America. Their allegiance is to come from. Even this Ethiopian, his Ethiopian flag is more important than the American flag. That's the flag dearest to his heart. He only came to America to take advantage of the shit we did and made opportunities for them. These people are not Americans. I don't care who the fuck that. This is all of the immigrants, not just the Africans and the Caribbeans. They all love their home countries more than they love America. So they're not America first. So they don't get to use black, nothing. They just who the fuck they are. If you're a Jamaican, I don't even want them using America. Jamaican America, that's some stupid shit. You ain't a Jamaican America. You just a Jamaican living in America. Period. So we got to get these people in their place and stop allowing them to tie on to what we are. Like this Ethiopian would come out of his mouth and say, I'm an Ethiopian America. You's a dumb motherfucker. You just an Ethiopian. Living in America, robbing America,
Why you are
scamming
melting?
America.
Why you mad?
Scamming America. Listen, he acting like an African because he can't even stay off his mic, right? Because he gets
No,
triggered.
no, don't
We don't
interrupt.
do
Just
that
speak.
shit.
Now,
I ain't
I agree with you,
insulting you.
brother.
I say
I agree
Yeah,
with
slow
you,
down,
brother.
so
man. Why
so
you are
I
melting?
agree with you, brother. I'm just saying
man.
when I'm coming from
Who brought this?
political
I'm finna
angle.
drop this dude. Bye bye Ethiopian, because you don't know how to act. They don't. But none of these people, brother. Listen to me. Our fight is to get our land, our soil where our ancestors are born back. None of these people give a fuck about your ancestors. If they had their way, they would dig your ancestors up right now and put a hotel on their ass. This is what we respect our ancestors and our soil. These people are just here to take advantage. They ain't here for a better life. They're here to take advantage of the shit that we have the work we put in, and they take their money and they send it back to their shithole countries while still talking shit about us. So at the end of the day, none of these people are true Americans. They will tell you that if you ask them what's the first flag dearest to their heart, they would tell you their home country flag. And I land.
Before anybody else talk, let me remind people, I believe it was North Philly, Africans, right, bought a church, historically black church, and our elders had to stomp the yard and because they removed a historical marker. And one elder told her, she was so feisty, right? This is what I'm hearing, right? If y'all don't put that marker back where it was, I'm gonna come back there and get it myself. And I heard that she sat, I guess her house is close to the church, and she sat on her porch and watched the church. Now, I do got to get an update from the young lady who told me, but for her to come tell me anything like that, I know, like, you could trust certain people. You don't even have to question them. So this is the things that's happening in your neck of the woods, too. The Africans are passing their place. And I do know Philly has a large Pan-African community to New York, right? And pan-Africanism can harm us because some of us look through oh, we're all melanated, blah, blah, blah. But it was enough for our elders to get up and go over to that church and tell them to put that marker back. That's very disrespectful. Why would they do that? And then a small hat group, I think, bought a historical Black church and turned it into an Airbnb. So while you up there talking to city council, you need to do your research on those instances and check on your historical landmarks and things in your city or even your state, right? Because these things are happening. That's why we said we can't just give them anything because they're not here to preserve anything. They're not here to help us. Somebody said it was a takeover, and they want their resources back, right? But the only ones they harming are foundational Black Americans, right? The U.S. descendants of freedmen, right? The U.S. descendants of chattel slavery. Like, come on, the only people they're trying to harm is us for the benefit of themselves. They're not here to get anything back from the white teammate.
Well, I'm gonna have to hit
They're
you
happy with the
offline,
white teammate.
for some of those historical things, so I can be
Said,
aware of those.
huh?
No, so I could be aware of those things you mentioned. So I'm gonna DM you so I could be up on everything I need to be up on.
Yes. Okay, thank you. And you know what? I don't see Coach in the comment section, but if Coach TP enters, he's definitely from Philly, and he will definitely talk to you. Oh, Lacey's here too, and Lacey, you're
Because I
from
want to
Philly.
get I want to get a
Let me
rally for
get to right
reparations popping
before we
too.
get to Lacey. I want to go to Joshua, and then we'll go right to Lacey. What's up, Joshua?
What's going on?
Not too
I
much.
guess you want me to address the prompt, correct?
You can, or you can address something you heard. It's cool.
Well, listening to the conversation, I would say a Pan-African idiots. I would say that they sellouts, especially if they're Pan-Africans and they're Black American. I would say they sellouts, and I would say they're dangerous. They're anti-Black American. I think they have been for a long time, but we was overlooking it because we wasn't delineating. We wasn't delineating. We wasn't doing what we was doing, so it was like we was overlooking what they did. They'll make fun of our culture. They call us swine eaters. They'll make fun of, us eating pig feet, chitlins. They'll call us Bama's. They'll even get around and up down the East Coast up there in New York, and they'll get around all them Caribbeans and them Africans, and they'll call us Bama's. You see what I'm saying? So I think we're seeing it even clearer now, especially with the people from Ghana. They want to get reparations, right? Excuse me, so let me chill out. But they want to get reparations, and it seems that they have this softness. Even that's how much Pan-Africanism and all that stuff they had on us throughout the years. These people trying to pick our pockets in the reparation movement. Fresh and Big A, Black American, Fresh and Black American, they can vouch that I've been saying this for years, that Africa owes us reparations, right? And it's this thing where we have this little soft spot in our heart where we like, oh no, we don't want nothing from them. We don't want to do them like that. Like these folks trying to mess us over. They're trying to pick our pockets on our reparations, and these folks just sold us into slavery. The Homemade, the Igbo, all these groups, the Fulani, all sold us into slavery. but we don't want to take their resources. I ain't saying take all their resources, but a percentage of their resources. And we're definitely owed that. That could be separate from the movement we have here, but it's reparations towards our government. But it needs to be a movement towards that. Because while we sitting up here acting like we don't want to pick their pockets, and we being green and we being soft, guess what? They ready to pick our pockets because they hungry. They know what's up. They ain't on nothing friendly. Ain't nothing friendly about them folks, period. Right? So we shouldn't be friendly with them either. We should be, they owe us a debt, and we should be adamant about that they are not let off the hook just because of their complexion. And that's all I want to say.
Okay, I
And I
agree.
don't think, I don't think we get how serious that is, because that'll stop them dead in their tracks.
Can
Like,
I
why they
address the
talking about,
African before he drops, please? I'm going to go off. I just want to address the African before he drops. The Ethiopian at the
go
top.
ahead.
I just want to.
I'm done.
Okay, so
He
Kenyatta Johnson.
already
First
gone.
off,
Your screen might be glitching. He
who,
already
me?
No,
gone.
she talking about no
Yeah.
excuse.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no
So
excuse. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
not
she
Ethiopian.
said
So
Ethiopian.
the Ethiopian at the top,
No, I'm
Kenyatta
not
is
Ethiopian. That was somebody else.
a family name from Kenya. Kenyatta Johnson is a pan-Africanist that supports the trips of sending young Philadelphia kids to Ghana. Kenyatta Johnson also is involved with the Ethiopian festival every year. So it's funny that he named the only pan-African that I know. Most of the people in city council are Caribbean, and a lot of them are Africans, but he picked the pan-African, again, that is heavily involved with the Ethiopian community, again, that sends Philadelphia children to Ghana despite 15 tribal conflicts and a dozen Black Americans unalived in Ghana. He continues to send Philadelphia children to Ghana. And I asked him, he is the president of city council, but he is not for Black Americans. And if he lives in Philadelphia and is not an African, he would have picked someone who was a Black American who would be worried about Black Americans being squeezed out of housing. See, he's on teacup because he's going to go look at my profile or going to go Google something. But he picked the only Pan-African that is not doing his work for people in Philadelphia that are Black Americans. 700,000 out of the 2 million people that live in Philadelphia are immigrants. And it has an Africa town. But it's ironic that you pick the Pan-African that is sending our children to Ghana. Hello? Is everyone there? Can they
I
hear
already
me?
know that. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
can
can
hear
hear you.
you. We definitely hear you. I
So,
knew the dude. He full of shit. He know the conversation too well. Then he's
yeah.
a passport, bro.
And
Like
Kenyatta
I'm not
Johnson,
buying this dude don't know shit. He know exactly what's up.
and besides
Hello?
being a Pan-African, Kenyatta Johnson refuses to identify as anything. It's comical that this Ethiopian gentleman put
I
FBA
am
on his
not
account,
Ethiopian.
but
What are
he
you
didn't
talking
even
about?
but
Oh
he
my
doesn't have
God.
any Black American content. All his content is about Afro Latinos and Africans in Ethiopia and Eritrea, which had a very terrible civil war. So it's comical that you claim to be FBA, but none of your content is
Because I'm a
FBA.
travel content creator.
Did
You go to my
is
YouTube.
everybody? Can everybody
He
hear
Pan
me?
African though,
If you're
sir.
a
Hello?
Black American, though, you would have some Black American content. Am I correct, or am I
I'm an
just?
international. I do pass.
You
I'm a
will have
passport
some
bro, and I
Black
do
American
international
And there's no
content.
businesses,
passport trips on there. There's
something.
just a bunch of content about.
I'm a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber.
So
There's
you
No,
no
don't post
excuse in your
anything
titties.
on
Go to
passport bros
YouTube.
is anti-black, especially towards Black
actually
women.
anti-Black
Go
women.
to
Actually,
Yeah, yeah. So no.
City
yeah.
Council has to pass. It's just anybody can propose a bill and
And
still
nigga,
If
has to
you
be
we
voted on by City
support
15K
Council.
likes.
bringing,
Philadelphia
What's
is
going
a
on,
city
y'all?
listen,
in the state of Pennsylvania.
what
They can't do shit. It is a city in the state of Pennsylvania. They also ban handheld cell
he
phones, which they
respects to
can't
us.
do. The state must do that. Philadelphia is a city in a state that is very racist. We have the largest, what is that? We had the largest white sheet wearer club in the entire country of the United States in
Yep.
Pennsylvania. We have the largest one. So Philadelphia is nothing. Them proposing something is nothing on the state level.
We have the city council has its own. The city of Philadelphia has its own constitution.
Okay, so I'm gonna correct that. Did everybody hear what I said? The state is the
State,
power, and
yeah,
that's what Trump
exactly.
just went to the Supreme Court. Philadelphia has no power. Philadelphia pretends that they not open carry, even though it is in the state of Pennsylvania. Again, they try to pass a law and ban you from holding your phone while driving. They can't do that. They cannot do anything. I don't care about their own constitution. It is still a city of
It
700,000
within the
immigrants.
state.
It's still a city of 700,000 immigrants, and they don't
God
have the
damn.
power to do anything like that. And pan-Africanists that wants everybody to go to Ghana is not standing up for FBA or Black Americans.
Well, I'm trying to do something here in the city where I live.
Bro,
Okay, and
you
I'm there too.
suspect. You ain't trying.
I'm in a city where you
You
live,
can't
but
do shit in your city. It's just a city, bro. It's just a fucking city.
We
And
could
y'all like
have
and
a rally
share the
we could
live.
have a rally for reparations in Philadelphia just like they did in DC. We can do that here too.
Oh,
yeah,
this
right.
dude. I
That's
swear, I think
funny.
this
kind
dude
of
is
A
slow.
man that
confused.
says that
I'm
you
kind
should
of
go to Ghana
confused
is going
that
to do
someone
reparations.
who wants to bring in other women to be a part of their community. I'm confused.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Listen, this dude is full of
Y'all
shit. He
supposed to
know the
have smoke for
conversation.
tether.
He's
Y'all supposed
not
to have
ignorant.
smoke. Y'all supposed to have smoke for
You a
tether.
tether lover.
You date
No.
them.
You are international trick. What the fuck are you
Oh
talking
my
about?
God.
You
Oh
can't
my
trust
God.
nobody who's international trick, bro.
Okay.
Because every time you stick your dong in one of these women, you pick up something from them. Oh
Okay.
yeah,
And
I
dude,
look
you did
because
just
we
say
know
you was a passport bro.
you probably a big wide leg ass nigga who probably can't get a woman. But I mean, shit, I don't know. That's probably you. We can't trust nobody like you.
His
You should, like
entire
I
his
said, just stick
entire
to being an
unity
international trick.
his entire
So now you
unity in the
can't be
community
FBA and
platform is
passport.
based on sending Black Americans to Ghana. Kenyatta's entire
Oh yeah.
platform of unity
Hey.
in the community has nothing to do with the city of Philadelphia. He just sending Black American children and Black Americans to Ghana. So what has he done that shows that he's for Black Americans?
I'm not
Don't stutter.
Want to
I'm
give
not
away
capable.
Black
I'm not capable for
American. Yeah.
Kenyatta. I'm just saying
Like
No,
that
you
the
said you
he's
live,
worked with
somebody.
him.
like
I
the
asked you
live,
what
I'm
he
saying
man.
did.
I'm saying he's somebody that can
You
put
stuttering.
forth a
Get your line together.
proposal.
Listen, just be silent. Be silent, because this is what I
No, you
tell
trying to
scammers to
cut me
do
off.
online. If you're gonna stutter, don't say nothing. Just let air go. You understand? If
No,
you're gonna say like stop.
no, because you
Don't
want to
say
keep
nothing. Get your line
interjecting. You
together,
want to
then
keep
bring it
No,
good.
interjecting.
no excuses. Is
Yeah,
that what Kenyatta does?
I'm not familiar with what she just said. To be honest with you,
What I just said about unity in the community, one of his biggest platforms on sending children to Ghana.
no,
You don't know about that?
about him being a
Don't you live
pan
in
African
Philadelphia?
about him being a Pan African, and I
So
But wait a
what
minute, you
never
said
about
you
heard
him
of
work
it.
with
sending
him though.
kids to Ghana?
No, I
What
didn't say I
about that?
work with him. I said that I could get.
Whoa,
I
whoa, get it,
know
get it, get it, get it. BX,
I
did he
can.
just say
I could get.
I'm working with people like Kenyatta Johnson? Did he just say that, BX?
Who he was working with? Because you told us in the
When
comments,
it come
and he
to
said
Because I
Kenyatta
put it
when
in the
it come
Johnson.
comments.
to
I said name who
Yeah.
he working with, and he said Kenyatta Johnson when
I,
when the host asked him.
I can get my proposal in front of Kenyatta Johnson.
And I could get my proposal in front of Trump right now. I could put it on TikTok. I could flush it in the toilet. What the fuck does
Oh
that mean?
man.
You said
Okay.
you was working with him. It's in the comments. Let me roll the comments back. I asked, let me see, name who he working with, right? And then the host, he kindly seen my comment, and he asked you, and you said Kenyatta John. The first name alone lets you know
No.
he's a
They
Pan-Africanist.
asked you. They asked me who would I work with, and I said Kenyatta Johnson.
No,
So
I
you
asked
don't
you
know
who are
Kenyatta
you
Johnson?
working with? I said who are you working with? And you named Kenyatta.
Thank you, D. Thank you, D.
No problem.
Now he's silent. Oh, he getting it.
What was the
I said, get
question?
your lie together before you stutter. Yep.
What's the question?
He is. Are you with us? Are you trying to play with me? You trying to play with my? You trying to play with my intelligence? He just asked you who you were working with, and you named Kenyatta Johnson.
Yeah, I named Kenyatta Johnson somebody who I will work with to put my proposal.
But I didn't ask
to.
you who you would work with. I asked you
Oh
who are
God.
you working with? And then you said Kenyatta.
There's a lot of political operatives in Philadelphia that
And
I'm
he's one
cool
of
with.
them. The president of city council. You live in Philadelphia, am I correct?
Yeah,
What part you live in?
I live in North Philly.
Oh, you said it properly, didn't you? So you ain't from North. Where you was born?
I was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Okay, because you're not a Philadelphian. Good. Okay, I got it. So how long have you been in Philadelphia?
About 13 years.
Is it a city, a state, or a country?
It's what? Philadelphia is a city.
He ain't a Philly joint. Okay, he just lying because Philly is all them three
Oh,
joints. It's a city, a state, and a country. That's all them things. But anyway,
I didn't say I was born and raised in Philly.
no, I know you didn't, but you're not a Philly joint because you would have said, yeah, that's all three.
Okay. I ran
But
for
anyway,
political. I ran for political office out here too.
so who else do you know on city council?
I don't know a lot of the newly elected people.
You only been there for 13 years. You should stay out their business. That's what you should do,
Hmm.
bro. Yeah, you should just
But
stay out the business, bro. Keep being an
I
international
ran for
trick
political office. Like,
and
what are
be
you talking
fine with
about?
it, bro. Nah, that's the problem. All you motherfuckers keep running across the
What
country
are you
trying
doing
to
for the
run
black
for political
community?
office. Shut the
What are we
fuck up.
on? No, what are
More
you
than
doing?
your dumb
You ain't
ass,
doing
nigga.
nothing
I'm
for the
not
black
going
community.
around. First of all, I'm not going around preying on third world children
Oh,
and
okay.
shit, which passport bro
Because you
shit.
ain't got
Okay,
no money. You
that's
broke.
first and foremost.
You broke. You
First,
on TikTok all the time.
okay,
You on
wow,
TikTok all
okay,
the time.
cool. I'm broke.
Yeah,
I'm
you is
broke.
broke. You broke.
I don't do nothing.
Bro, don't be traveling.
Shut the fuck
Don't
up.
be traveling. No,
This
you
is what's
shut.
wrong.
Shut me
This is
up.
how you know a
Passport, bro.
motherfucker is an
Yeah,
op.
shut me up. Ain't
This is
nobody a
how you
motherfucker op,
know a
nigga.
motherfucker is an op, bro. This
Ain't
is what they
nobody a
do.
op,
They
nigga. I do
leave
more
their
for the
city,
black community than
go
you,
to
nigga.
somebody
I
else's
serve my
fucking city,
fraternity. I serve
and
my
then they try to
neighborhood.
run. Listen,
I,
shut the
I do
fuck up,
more. I
nigga.
do for black
Nigga,
people
shut
than you have
up,
ever
man.
He
You
did.
said
sound like a neuter. You
fraternity. He
sound
just said
neutered. Boy, shut the
fraternity,
fuck up.
Black American. He just
Yeah,
said
that knew it.
fraternity.
Oh, he a D9 nigga. Oh, yeah. See, makes sense. First
And
and
which?
foremost,
Oh, he dropped or
yeah,
somebody
he
dropped.
ran.
Yeah, he
He
dropped it.
ran.
Nobody dropped him.
Cause I really wanted to know what he did for North Philly. I wanted to name some areas of North
I
Philly and
was
see
just
what he
about
had
to
Nothing.
done.
ask him that because he was
Nothing.
poking his chest out like that.
He show up to have meetings or probably man, I'd be talking to the kids. I'd be talking to nothing. He ain't doing shit. But this is what them niggas do, bro. They like to go around. He just Jasmine Crockett, any other politician. That's what they do. Why you didn't run for city council in your city? Where you from? Where people know you? Why you go clean across the goddamn country? Now I want to get involved because they know you full of shit where you from. And you can go to another city and lie. Well, when I was in Milwaukee, man, I was this big time, blah blah blah. No, nobody know you. They can't verify the shit. They just like, oh man, okay,
Wait a minute.
dude,
And
sound like a good
Milwaukee
nigga.
has a high Ethiopian population as well.
Exactly.
And so if you were a traveler though, why would you pick Ethiopia and Eritrea out of all the countries that you could travel to and all the countries in Africa? He specifically had them in his profile, and then he had Afro Latina. I'm just confused. And then none of the videos were about anything about being a Black American. I took a screenshot of it. None of those videos were specifically about FBA. Oh, okay, but I post on YouTube, but you post on TikTok, and FBA is the first thing you have in your profile. Why wouldn't you have any content for Black Americans though? Like all the things they say makes no sense. You created a TikTok because you wanted to get into the conversation. Ain't nothing jumping like this. I mean, there's videos on YouTube, but ain't conversations jumping like this on YouTube. So he did this on purpose to try to infiltrate us. And that's what a lot of people do. But whatever. I just heard that and I heard Philly and I just,
Picked up on it right when he came in when he kept talking about, we could just say we free, man. And so he not new to the conversation. And I'm not gonna, man. Look, this dude know what he doing. He know he a panty. He a passport bro. Right when he said he a passport bro, we should have even took the nigga serious in the first place.
but,
You can't take
but,
him.
but the sad part about a lot of these passport bros, right? I found two of them on here and they in Kenya. And then I looked at the name. One of them's a doctor. He's West African. Do you understand what I'm saying? So like that Ethiopian man, you hiding behind Black American and that U.S. passport, and then you going and representing us badly. And I'm talking about y'all Black men. When y'all travel, you have stigmas now. They done did this, the Nigerians did this in Thailand with Black American women. saying that we doing a shower work. Y'all gotta learn the word a shower. You can say that on TikTok, but you can't say the P word. You know, the worker for, But so a lot of these people are going around muddying our names. And then that's why when I was in a live listening, a gentleman said, "Oh yeah, y'all in Thailand doing a shower work." And in the video, it literally was Nigerians with Afro wigs on. So that's the thing.
Black American man don't have smut on our name. I done been invited to a country before by the people that are from there, just to go see it. So I reject that, saying that Black American man got smut on our name. No.
And Kenyatta also gave, because see, I missed the event, okay? The president of Namibia had came to city council and I forgot. Okay, I didn't put it on the calendar. But Kenyatta also gave her, he gave her like a proclamation and all this stuff and presented it to her because she jumped in on the bandwagon with this whole Black Americans gonna make my country pop. And for real, I'm sorry, I'm talking like a Philly Joe, but for real, if you gonna make a country pop, it would be Namibia, not Ghana, not the second highest scamming country in Africa, was unaliving Black Americans and is known for, scamming and fraud. Namibia is a small developed country and it's not more than what, 4 million, people in the country. So, he came and she didn't make much noise as Ghana did because they had more people up there pushing for you to go there. See, that's purposely done. But like them passport bros are immigrants with blue passports and they going around meddling our name. And I know Nas from the Bahamas not coming up here to chime in with no nonsense, Nas. Because people made your country unaffordable.
No, I come up here, I see this thing about Pan-African. I come up here I want to know what's going on. Y'all calling me an idiot. As a Rastafarian, I was the greatest Pan-African. I eat Pan-African. I drink Pan-African. That's me. So y'all calling me an
But
idiot?
don't live in
No,
Africa.
wait a
His
minute,
name is not
Nas.
Nas, it's Nas.
Nas, so
Nas.
when did y'all Bohemians start loving Jamaicans? Because I remember very
Hey,
clearly being in the
I was a
Bahamas.
Rastafarian. I was a Rastafarian.
Excuse me?
I'm a Rastafarian. I've been a Rastafarian for like how much years? 23 years?
So they don't like you in Bahamas either, Nas, do they?
Well, I
Come on, stop
had
playing
a
with
fight.
me.
I had a fight with them.
Yes, you do. Thank you. At
But
least
guess
you
what?
being honest,
But
Nas, because
guess
they
what? But
don't
guess
like.
what? But guess what? But guess
Yeah.
what?
It's Nas. Can
Hey,
you
but
stop
guess what
saying
though?
that?
Hey, I had a fight.
It's
with my family in
Nas.
order for. I had a fight with my family in order for Rastafari, right? But guess what? That made me strong.
You just want
That
to
made me.
smoke, man.
That
Shut
made
up,
me.
man. That's all that
That
shit is about. Y'all just be wanting to smoke.
no.
Just
That
smoke,
made me an
man.
entrepreneur.
Pick up
That
a
made me
whole
an entrepreneur.
goddamn
Yeah,
belief
because
system
they
just
don't
to
like
smoke.
that. They
Smoke
don't
this
like that
spliff.
riffraff noise in the Bahamas, Nas.
No,
You
they don't
don't.
like. They don't like. They don't like dreadlocks. They
No, and they
Euro.
don't like Jamaicans and they don't like
They,
Haitians. Stop lying, Nas.
no, they're Eurocentric. These people in the Caribbean Eurocentric. You see, they feel
Oh,
that they white.
They do that in Africa too. They don't see dreads and stuff as clean. So they don't even see Afro hair as clean.
Yeah, well, I mean, that make me
That's why
stronger.
they shave all the women's hair off.
but
Every
fresh,
last one of
fresh.
them.
The
Hey,
hotel
Nas,
filter.
hold on,
Yeah,
Nas. I
yeah.
want to
Listen,
ask, no excuse. Why are you
yeah.
bringing up somebody's wife in the chat, sir?
No, because
Shit.
I feel like I'm being attacked how people attack Tariq
But
saying
what?
his
Hold on.
wife.
But what? Hold on. Wait a minute. What did we have to do with Tariq and his wife?
Because I'm getting attacked the same way he getting attacked about dating women that's not perceived as Black
But what?
Americans.
Who said anything about Tariq or his wife up here, sir? No
No,
one.
I just asked. I just put a question in the chat.
He's just doing what Ethiopians do. That's all. He just causing
I'm
division. And we
not
don't.
Ethiopian. Why aren't you
Stop lying on
Yeah,
misrepresenting
that
me?
you
man.
Ethiopian. Because
No, I'm
Nas,
not.
I was talking to Nas, and I'm not talking to the Ethiopian. We'll get back to you, Ethiopian. Excuse me, I forgot. That's disrespectful. You're Eritrean. I'm sorry, Mr.
Oh my
Eritrean. I won't
God!
get
It
it
was an
wrong again.
Ethiopian dude up there. That wasn't me. It was
You
somebody else.
are
That was.
you are Ethiopian, but
No, I'm not.
Eritrea used to be Ethiopia. How old are you?
I'm 44.
Okay, well your parents was born in Ethiopia and now you Eritrean. Okay, I got it. But
No,
anyway,
okay. You just being funny now.
I'm not being funny. I'm being serious. You're not a
No, but
Black
at the end of
American.
that, I'm about
Oh,
to
so
get on the
this dude is
train.
an Eritrean?
No,
That
I'm
dude
not.
Yes, he
Eritrean?
is.
She trolling, bro.
But Lacey, let me tell you
She
Yes, he
something.
is.
trolling. She trolling.
What, Nas?
Hey, or you say that we don't like Jamaicans nation? No, we run in a country, so we want them to come the right way.
Oh,
We
you
don't want them
okay?
to flood our country and then do what they want to do. So they gotta apply for a permit if they want to work. You know what I mean? If Bahamians here to fill the job, you cannot work. If we need workers, you could apply. So we ain't just free for all. You know what I mean?
Bro, the
So we
workers in the Bahamas come from all over the United States. What are you talking about? I know
what
a
you mean?
dude down in Virginia that's a musician at one of the hotels. He lived there 6 months out of the year.
Or
I know
maybe
electricians from North Carolina that live in the Bahamas to do electric work. What
that's
are you talking
illegal.
about,
No,
Nas?
that's illegal. That's illegal. That's illegal.
When did they make it illegal? Just
Yeah, you
recently?
can't know because first Bahamians first. Like say if a
I
company
love the
want to
way he
bring an
say first. Say
American.
it again.
No, if a Bahamian want to bring an American, he have to put it in the papers, put it in the newspapers or wherever. He have to advertise it to say that no skills is in country. If no skill is in country, then you could bring an expat. But you can't just bring someone in because that don't how our country run. But you got people that do it. They just bring
Oh
in people.
yeah, that's what we believe too.
When if somebody in the country could do the work, you cannot bring no expat in this country to work. That's our law.
Your apartments is still unaffordable, Nas. Ain't nobody
Yeah,
paying two
hey,
thousand for no
Lacey,
damn
Lacey,
studio.
Lacey, Lacey, just like the United States. Just like the United
Ain't
States.
nobody paying 2,000 for no studio in the United States. Shut up, Nas. You lying.
Hey, Lacey in New York. And what you mean?
I
What?
don't want to
If
live
you
in
go in
Manhattan.
Manhattan? Hey, Lacey, if you go in Manhattan, look here, I watched apartment hunters inside in Manhattan. You get these little studios, maybe like $3,000.
Or you can go live at the YMCA West on
No
63rd
man.
Street.
You go live it. If you want a big, it's by square footage in Manhattan. If
I
you get
know
a
it
big
is.
square footage, you gonna pay $10,000. If you
Whatever,
want
but
to
the
live,
Bahamas is not Manhattan.
how about the Bahamas? Some part of the Bahamas is Manhattan. Oh yeah.
Mr. Eritrean, don't nobody care about your damn YouTube page. Stop putting in the comments. Nobody wants to go there.
Hey, Lacey, the same
Yeah.
You
problem
a
you all have
hater.
over
You
there.
being
The
a
same
hater right
problem.
now.
You can
Huh?
You
The
hate
being
on
a
same.
my
hater.
nuts.
You
What
being
you
a
say,
hater right
Nas?
now.
Lacey, the same problem you all have over there. We have a smaller problem over here with migrants coming here. Bigger scale.
Of course. Wait a minute. No excuse. What part of North Philly you be giving back to?
What part of North Philly y'all be giving back to?
Yeah, name streets. Where you by?
Cumberland, northeast, or closer to the east
Whoa,
side.
northeast. Northeast.
Not too far from Temple.
What's not too far from Temple?
12 blocks.
And what you do there?
What I do where?
Is he
I
okay?
work. I work. What you do? What I do there?
You said
I
you
work.
give back to the community 12 blocks from Temple. What do you do there?
I said that me
He's
being a part
stuttering
of
again.
fraternity, we do a lot of community service
Like
work
Which
in
what?
Philadelphia.
fraternity? Which one?
Alpha Phi for Fraternity Incorporated.
Yeah, y'all all crooks. Most of y'all are
Okay, so what
We
about
are who?
Black Men Walk? Do you do it? Are you with them?
crooks.
Black Man Walk? No.
They meet right at Temple University once a month and they walk and do community events right around Temple. You don't know them?
How are you familiar with that organization?
Because I'm a Philly John. What the fuck you asking dumb questions for?
Were you born and raised in Philly?
I was born in Abington, Pennsylvania. I was educated in Philly, Logan,
We can
Northeast, Willow
tell you
Grove,
use the
Wayne Ave.
jargon.
Most of
Yeah.
my time was Wayne Ave, Coulter, and all there. I lived at 12th in Wyoming. I went to Henry H. Houston from kindergarten to 8th grade. I went to Walter Biddle Shaw in Roxborough for all of my high school.
Miss
What you want
Lacey.
to
So
ask?
so you
Every
more
Anybody
flag
that's
Philly?
Black
raising.
You
American
more
can
Philly than
tell
me. You
you
more
are
Philly than
from
me. I'm
Philly.
not.
You have the culture. We know you from Philly. You don't even have to do all that. That
But he
should
don't be
let you
doing
know
nothing
that
because he
that
can't
should
name
let you
nothing.
but Lacey, that should let you know that he's an other because he should have already picked that up.
So was you at Temple on the 26th of March? Hello? No excuses.
Oh, I was muted.
Eritrean, was
No,
you
no,
at Temple on the
I'm
26th of March?
I'm not Eritrean. No,
Was
I
you
was
at
not.
Temple University on the 26th of March?
No, I was out the country.
Where was you at?
I was in Tanzania,
Doing what in Tanzania?
Dar es Salaam,
I said doing what? I didn't say Dar es
Taking
Salaam.
advantage of third world women. That's what
Probably
he
getting
was
live.
doing.
content.
Probably that's sad.
Getting content,
Hey,
getting content.
they taking
That's
advantage
sad.
of third world women.
Nas,
Turd
you
world
Nas,
women.
it's
Turd.
not funny. I've seen videos of passport bros in Tanzania, and he called all them Jones UGLY. And then the thing is, a lot of them people
That was
them women that
Kenya.
they be messing with are children.
That was Kenya that you
Hey, I
referred
No,
to.
see
yo,
that
you gonna
you
tell me
did
the
a
fucking article I wrote?
You talking about
I
Jay
write my
Rollo? If you
wrongs,
talking about
Jabon.
Jay
Wait a minute,
Rollo,
you giving out your YouTube page? Mine is Lacey's House NGO on YouTube. But
yeah.
also, you giving out names. I wrote an article about it. I write my wrongs, one word on Vocal Medium. The dude was in Tanzania when they handed him his ass. The dude that got banned from all them fucking countries. That passport bro, whatever his name is, it's not significant to hold it in my mind. He went there and made content and called them women ugly. And how a Tanzanian woman look much different from a woman from Kenya? They don't look much different.
Hey, Lacey, you'd have been to your
he
rally?
was in
You been at
he
the rally?
was in Kenya that caught all that heat. That
No,
was
there
Jay
was
Rollo you talking
Tanzania.
about.
I
Hey,
wrote an article.
no excuse. Are you cool with O'Shea Duke Jackson?
Yeah, I'm
That's
cool with
one of your
Osai Joe Jackson. Yeah.
that's one of your passport bro buddies.
Well, he not gonna call himself a passport, bro. He an expat. He live in Uganda.
He lived
Right,
in
I heard
Ghana. What you
he
just
just
say? He
got
lived where?
scammed over there.
Uganda.
Oh,
He put a couple videos about him getting scammed recently.
Yeah, he had. Yeah, he smelled the
Hey,
coffee now.
hey, no excuse, you's
But
African.
that nigga, but O'Shea, he used to be real anti-black American. I used to watch some of his videos,
all
and
Pan
now
Africans are.
it
Most
seemed
Pan
like he
Africans
kind of
seem to be.
switched. Yeah, but it seemed like now he kind of like over the last year or so, he been switching up his tune. You know what I'm saying? He been trying to jump on to what we got.
That's
I
because
still catch.
That's because Tariq been popping, so he been pivoting.
Yeah, he
He been
do it.
pivoting.
It's just for content though.
But I'm gonna tell you the
Yeah,
truth. When I lived in Ghana, there's a dude. He wouldn't say his real name. I don't take people serious that want you to call him Big J and older than me. He used to be a Pan African. I posted his videos, his voice. I posted his voice on my page several times. He is not a Pan Africanist anymore after living in Ghana. So people are switching over. He literally
yeah.
has land, and when the new government came over, they said that his land ain't his anymore, that it's government, and they taking it from him. So a lot of people that used to be Pan African aren't anymore. They're tired of getting scammed. They're tired of getting
I
defrauded, and
saw that.
you're a forever foreigner. And so that's what these people are. And so these passport bros is doing two things. First off, they dislike black Americans. Number one, that's the first thing to be a passport bro. And number two is they muddying the waters for everybody's names. You understand? And that guy from Go Black to Africa, who was a Pan-Africanist before, he had that guy Anopi on there, and he was found unalived in Ghana just last year. So
Oh
it is
wow.
true.
Wow.
A lot of people are not trying to be Pan African anymore because they tired. You can only take so much and just be like, oh well, it's colonialism. Oh well, it's this and oh it's that. And so what is happening? A lot of people get knocked upside the head, and they tired of getting knocked up. So how many times can you get knocked upside the head and just give it away and just be like, oh, I'm okay? How
Right.
many times can you go get food poisoning from the same person in Ghana and then say, oh, wait a minute, they poisoning me? How come ain't nobody else getting food poisoning? You understand what I'm saying? So like that is true. A lot of people are just getting tired of it. And then this passport bro, Eritrean, is sitting here playing around and muddying our names. So the first thing he put on his
That's defamation,
he
man.
should
That's
listen.
defamation.
Lacey'sHouse.org. Tracy B. Henry, call me. Go ahead, sue me. I dare you.
Okay.
I dare you. I dare you. I just told you my full government. Go look it up on the IRS website. They flipped Lacey's house and put Tracy Beatrice Henry. Go ahead. I dare you to sue me. I dare you. Do it now. I'll pay for you to file to sue me. Go ahead. Lacey'sHouse.org. That's where all my information is. But anyway, these passport bros is traveling, and then they put stuff like why he put FBA first. You a Pan Africanist. You understand what I'm saying? He came
Can I
here
say
just
something real
like I
quick?
said to
Because
destroy us.
I'm about to get on this Amtrak. Can I say something real quick before I get on this Amtrak? Now I was on a panel earlier today with this guy with this Pan African panel, and I asked him this question today. I said, am I a Pan Africanist? And they said, what do you do? I said I don't promote relocating to Africa. I don't promote investing. I just promote travel because I'm a travel content creator. I travel everywhere else. And then they asked me, they was like, do you promote political anything uplifting Africa and so forth. So I said no. They said, well, you're not a Pan-Africanist. So Pan-Africanist is not even calling me a Pan-African. They just said you just a brother that like to travel
Nigga,
to
you're a
Africa.
Pan African.
Yeah,
You
Yeah,
Pan
yeah,
you
yeah.
African.
definitely Pan African,
Yeah.
sir.
You
And he didn't
okay?
name
You're a
nothing. He
Pan
still didn't.
African. You're a
You
Pan
notice how he still
Africanist
didn't
for
say
Pan.
what he did for the
So
Black American community.
it's like
He don't do shit.
you can't be
He
FBA.
just
You
he just like his
you can't
fraternity.
you
They
can't
they
be
claim to
you
do
can't
stuff for
be
black people,
FBA. You
right?
can't be
But they
FBA and
just
a
show up,
Republican. You can't
go
be FBA a
speak,
passport, bro.
they
You
go
can't be
pass out a
FBA.
T-shirt and be
You
like,
can't
"Oh look, I did some
you can't
community
be in a
work."
minority. You can't be in a minority as a
Hold
FBA, which
on.
is
You're
fucked
doing a
up.
lot of yapping and you won't let us respond. So Foundational Black America is our chosen ethnonym because our government can't reclassify us anymore. We know who we are. Then again, and also in conjunction with that, they're dumping so many immigrants into our communities. And those people feel that because they're in proximity to us, they should call themselves Black and get set aside set for us. So if we're just a lineage, right? Not just, well, we're a lineage who has self-identified. However, we can have all types of mindsets. So yes, you can be FBA and a Republican, FBA with Pan-African ideals. That's what we're attacking. We're dismantling the Pan-African ideology because it doesn't serve us any longer. You are a Pan-African because you know there is harm happening to our people on the continent, but you promote traveling over there, sir. Why?
He listened to his comment in the comment section. I'm going to listen because I need to connect the call. But he just now said he was getting on the Amtrak train. Then he just now said when he came on all that noise, he was going to step outside. If he had 30th Street Station, you can't just step outside. It's far to step outside, sir. If you had 30, where you at getting on the Amtrak? You on your mic is on. Where you at getting on the Amtrak?
Let me just
No,
put
where
my
you
camera
located?
on.
Are you in Philly? Get on the Amtrak?
Let me just put my camera
Go
on.
ahead, turn your camera on.
Yeah, that's 30th Street. He said, I'm going to step outside because of the noise. Where did you step outside at? You ain't
I
got to
stepped
show
out there
ugly
earlier.
30th Street.
Oh, sorry. You say what?
You ain't got to show ugly 30th Street, but you making too many comments. Oh, first off, I got to step outside because it's noisy. Where you step outside at? You ain't outside. Then you just
No,
said the train
I
came.
was
Then you just said
outside.
I got to take a
I
call.
was outside in
Is
in
y'all
the
just prone to
turnstile.
lying?
How am I lying?
You've
I'm
been to
everywhere. I
Africa too
told you
many
I'm at.
times that you can't even be honest
What are you
anymore.
trying to prove, bro?
I'm not your brother, motherfucker. I'm not even a man. But you can suck my dick. You can. You really can, because you done threatened me several times. But that's
They
okay.
got
I'll
your day
find you.
threatening
I'll
her.
be around Temple. I'll find you. Sit up here talking all this dumb shit. Lying and lying and lying. How the train was loading 10 minutes ago. You can't wait on that up there. He not even getting down on the platform where the train at.
So
These people
lazy.
just lie.
Africans don't like locks.
What you say, Nas?
Africans don't like locks.
Africans don't like what?
Locks.
The Africans don't like locks?
Yeah.
I know, Nas. I
No.
know. You know how
No,
quick I ran out?
I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
Oh, no, they don't. It's only really 5 countries in Africa that haven't legalized. That boy, I saw that boy from Ghana. They kicked him out of the Achimota school. He was down at Temple. I hated to scream in his face, but I did. Fuck him down. But for real, though, they kicked him out of the Achimota school, even though he won his case to stay in there because he is a Rastafarian, right? He did win the case, but they still chose to kick him out. And guess what happened? He go to the University of Pennsylvania. So he ain't never gonna go back to Ghana. By the way, he's very intelligent. But no, they do not. Go look on YouTube, Nas.
So
There's a roster that said they wouldn't even sit next to me on the Trocho because they
if I
thought I
go
was.
over that, to fight for that, they may unalive me.
Oh yeah, Nas.
You think
Nas.
so?
Yeah,
Huh?
they not gonna like that because listen, Kenya just made it legal probably 10 years ago because the Mau Mau they were not supposed to be wearing locks. And then I did an article about Kamara. She was a Mau Mau, right? She was a field soldier, but she don't get much smoke like Kamathi, right? She cut her locks and they went down to the ground and all the Kenyans said somebody set her up because she was older and had dementia. She passed away after they cut her locks off? Yes, she did, Nas.
Yeah.
They convinced her to cut her locks off after what? What is it? She had them for 60 years. They was dragging on the ground, so she had to tie them up. And then they convinced her to cut them off and then she passed away. So yeah, they don't like locks and they don't have a lot of products for it. So I took as much as I could, but of course I ran out. And what they got all over in Ghana, perms and shit. Perms, locks are only legal on the books in 5 countries in Africa, and then like a lot of people are starting to get them now. But it's unacceptable. If you listen to Nigerians, you can't get a job, so you have to be wealthy to have locks.
I will stick my middle finger at them.
Yeah, when I lived in the house when I first moved to Ghana, I lived in a house with 17 people. Most of them were children. And his mom, Ebo's mom, couldn't even speak English, but we had conversations. Don't ask how. But she told me I need to cut my hair. And she used to say that often because they think.
I gotta start getting on this African ass now. If they don't like locks, then I gotta give them the middle finger, boy.
Well, Ghana reinforced the shaving your hair policy to go to school, right? The new minister of education underneath of Muhammad, he said it is not high school. It's not a fashion show for girls. And then he blamed indiscipline in the high schools on girls having long hair. Yes, he did. Where Nas just go? Where everybody going one by one? Hello?
No,
Yeah,
I
we're
don't know
lagging
what
out.
happened.
But Lucy, I seen that video though. But hey, they said O'Shea did actually they did a video on Go Back to Africa. He has a
Yeah.
wife from Ghana or something like
Who,
that.
Black to Africa?
Yes, O'Shea did a video about him not too long ago.
I had, you know what?
I've been
never.
watching O'Shea. I've been O'Shea for 6 years, so I know he's like.
I never knew that about Black to
And all
Africa.
that other stuff, but
So what?
yeah,
When did he get a Ghanaian wife?
I don't know. I don't know when, but I know he's Pan Africanist. But it's like, no, listen to the way he's talking. But
That's
but I
funny.
seen the videos what you're talking about. Yeah, I seen the
But
videos. Why would they send Philly kids back to Ghana to clean their island up, clean their beaches up? Why are they doing that?
you know what? Because they trying to say that Philly is too violent, and they saying Ghana ain't with all them tribal
Philly,
conflict.
I got two uncles that live in Philly. How is that violent?
You know what? Because, and you know what? The crime has dropped, but they don't talk about that. And so that the fact that that fake Black Panther bird song or
Yeah.
whatever, it's ironic.
Huey P. Newton. Huey
Yeah,
P. Newton.
it's funny. He left North Philly for West Philly. You want to know why? Because West
Why?
Philly is more Pan African, and he's from the Caribbean. I think he got
No, I
evicted.
know he's from the Caribbean.
Yeah, I think he got evicted from that house.
They said Bahamas promoted that jump for what he did.
For what he did,
for the Black Panther thing, they promoted that. I heard. That's what I heard.
Maybe because how corny it is now, the Black Lions.
Yes, it's
And
very
now
funny. They got Hispanics in there and stuff like that. I seen it. I seen the whole thing.
You see, he now posted a video about Iran and all that stuff in the WAR.
Yes, I seen it. I watch your videos. I'll be seeing you on TikTok. I watch your videos. I watch your stuff. So I'm on tune. I'll be in the background listening. I'll be on everyone's lives.
Thank
so
you.
I'll
I
be in the
appreciate
background
that.
listening. I love you.
And you notice how Paul
doing?
give out food in West Philly at night when nobody can really get the food?
Yeah.
Can I sorry, y'all.
Yeah,
So
go ahead.
comment says Africa
Go ahead.
Bambaataa has passed. All the articles are saying he heard Flash are hip hop pioneers, and Africa Bambaataa is actually the one that engineered that, right? So he transitioned. I wonder how, his victims feel. Hassan Campbell probably will go live. Who else was I forgot the other man, but he was one of the first before Hassan Campbell. So that'll be interesting to see
Yeah, I heard
what
about
KRS
all
One
that.
of them say. Huh?
I heard that.
No, I said,
You heard
yeah, I
that?
heard
Look in
about
the
all that
chat
stuff
today.
with Hassan.
Yeah.
But Jay, as I was listening to that dude that's from Atlanta, I heard about the clubs. Foundation, he's doing the restaurant tour. Like, he's going in there and exposing them what they are. He just had a live not too long ago. But I seen what he did that. He checked that Haitian dude about the soul food, like putting the name soul food. When I see people I don't see people like that. I'm in Central Florida, so I don't really see it like that. People doing that. But if I do see it, I'm going to check them about it. Hello?
Oh no, we here. I'm
Yeah,
just trying to
sorry.
figure
I know
out.
I'm reading an article about
People got
about Lance
removed. Don't.
Taylor. I'm not calling him
Oh,
Africa Big
okay.
Bottom.
I thought it was lagging,
Oh no.
Name
but it's
Lance
like,
Taylor.
yeah.
Yes, Lance Taylor.
Thank you.
Damn, he was only 67.
Hey, I think y'all should. Yeah, go ahead. I think I should
No,
I think I should do what Foundation is doing. He's checking them people, bro. Like he's checking their background and see who they are. I'm about to start doing that if I go to Orlando. If I ever see that jump.
he also supposed to go to the Chinese halal joint in Philly. Have you? You're not in
Yeah, I
Philly, are
seen
you?
that. Yeah, I seen I was on his live. He said that. No, I'm not in
We
Philly,
went
but I got two
past
uncles
there.
in Philly. I've been to New York
Yeah,
before. It's too many immigrants.
Wait, did you say Chinese halal?
yeah. We went past there on
Yeah,
when we
they put
How about
soulful
Chinese
at
food?
the end.
yeah we went past there because it's down the street. It's down the street from Temple University, and we went past there, but they had just closed. Yeah, so we was going to try to see what.
Mm.
It's another joint up the street from them, and that's close because we found a daycare to go give these donations to, and so we were going to check out that halal spot. It's a lot of Muslims in China. You know
Yeah,
what? And they're being suppressed.
y'all check on them, bro. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, God dang well how they treat
Yeah,
their
go ahead and check on them,
animals.
bro.
So yeah, how was it halal again? Just because they Muslim don't mean everything is halal. Halal is a process.
Yeah, that's why he wanted to go there and ask them about it. But it was 10 o'clock, and they just closed the doors. So of course we couldn't even ask questions
Mm.
like that. And they got
Yeah.
nerve to have 3 spots in Philly.
3 spot? Whoa. 3 spots? Wow. That's crazy, bro. And I'm in Central Florida. I don't even see that over here. I don't even see them doing that. But I'm like an hour and a half away from Orlando
How
and
many Muslims are in
Jacksonville,
Florida though?
so I don't really see
Anyway,
it like that. I'm not sure. I don't really see them like that. I'm in Central Florida, so I don't really see them like that.
Philly is very, very Muslim. It's
I
very
know
Muslim.
I know. I seen the video of Muslims out in the what's that thing at in the central part? What's that thing at? Where the lights and TVs and stuff like that. What's that thing?
Are you talking about New York?
But anyway, I saw. Yeah, in New York. What's that place? Or how about the TVs and stuff like
Times
that in the
Square?
center? What's that place called?
Central Park or
Yeah,
Times
Times
Square?
Square. Yeah, I seen a whole bunch of Muslims doing. Yeah, Times Square. I seen a whole bunch of Muslims doing their Allah thing, and they bending their knees and bowing and doing all that. It's about like
I saw
thousands
that,
of
but
them
I
out
thought it
there.
was AI. That was a real video.
No, that was a real video. That was a
Oh
real video.
wow!
That's bad. That's bad. We don't
Times
see
Square
that in
really don't
Florida.
have
I'm
enough
like,
room for that kind of stuff.
we ain't doing that. Yeah, I know, but we ain't
So
doing that in
here's the
Florida. Like,
issue. But do you have a Muslim like personnel, like official? Because they weren't doing that before, right? There are mosques throughout the city, right? There's mosque in Harlem, right? And so we're not really in agreement with them being allowed to do that. They also get to sell their knockoff products
yeah,
without
I
the
don't like
police
that at all.
targeting them the way they targeted our folks when we were primarily out there. So a lot of things that's happening within our city, Foundation
Mhm.
of Black Americans aren't on board. The ones with the delineation mindset. But even the elders have ran up on the mayor,
Yeah.
and her video was circulating. But she was because the young lady was unalived. At first, they said the lady was dismembered. Then they said it was an accident. So she ran up on the mayor, and then she started saying, "Black people, they owe us." Then she specified Black Americans. So even our elders are getting on board and seeing a lot of things that's happening. It's a slow progress, or they just don't have. We don't have the power of media here, right? So yeah, so
Mhm.
I get it. Yeah, we're not in agreement with that. We really not. They have places where they could go worship, right? Or they could take it inside them stores or whatever else they own. I think it's cost a lot.
No, they
That
need to be deported. That's the problem.
They
Oh,
did,
okay, yeah, yeah.
but
I'm with
a.
that too. I'm with that too.
But
But
see,
for
they
the
try to. They
meantime,
claim.
they shouldn't be in the middle of the street like that or disrupting any flow of life. But they, oh, I'm gonna land here, Lacey.
Yeah.
They also have a police unit that's dedicated to the Muslims, and they got that for the small hats, and I believe the Asians too. But and
Wow.
they there to really police for them. But when they put units in our area, they're there to criminalize us. So yeah, there's a lot of mess going on here in New
It's
York.
a money grab. It just, to police us around like that, it's a money grab, and it's a gang fully of it, affiliated. They want them to do that. So I seen a video of a black police officer. The white police officers told him to go in the black community and ride around there and see what they're doing. He made a video about that. So he's like, why? He said, why would I want to go to a black community and harass people like that? And he's Black American. I'm pretty sure he is. I don't know, but he put a video about it. It should be on TikTok. But that's what they want them to do. It's a money grab.
In the
They can
streets of
catch you.
Philly too at the end of Ramadan. West
They-
Philly, the mayor was out there. Everybody from city council was out there. They couldn't fit in the masjid. They prayed out in the middle of the street and put a stage out there, and they shut down whole part of West Philly. And then they brought in food trucks to feed them.
Remember what Kai Cenat did? We had all them people out there in New York just messing up stuff, messing up cars and stuff like that. What's that dude's name? Eric Adams had to go out there and stop that. Y'all remember that?
I don't remember, and I'm not from New York.
Oh, yeah, but yeah, shoot. But these immigrants, man, they everywhere, man. Oh my God, a lot of Spanish folks where I'm at, they ain't causing no problems. If they did cause some problems, oh yeah, you can't do that over here, especially in Florida. In Jacksonville, 305, no, you can't do that.
Man, I see Uncle Luke on TikTok Live talking about out here fighting for the Hispanics in Florida.
Oh
Uncle Luke,
man.
bro.
Yeah, Uncle Luke. He went on
When he
a
gonna get
20
deported?
minute rant, huh? When he gonna get
When he gonna
deported?
get deported? I wonder.
No.
I said, when is he gonna get
Where
deported?
is he from?
He's from Caribbean.
I think it's Bahamas, Bahamian.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. But yeah, he went on a long rant about it. We gotta get out here, fight for our neighbors, and blah blah blah.
Yeah. He trying to be a mayor, counselor. Bro, people know who you are, bro. Like, we're not gonna vote for you. Man, Roland Martin, I feel bad for Roland Martin. His wife left him, made a child with a white dude. I was laughing so hard. I was on Black Alpha's live watching him on YouTube.
I feel sorry because Roland Martin
Roasting.
got a neck. I feel sorry for his head and his
Yeah,
shoulders.
bro. Yes, I know.
Ain't got no separation. His head just sitting right on top of his shoulders.
Hey, is his wife Caribbean? Is his wife Caribbean or African? Y'all know? I'm not sure.
I have no
I
idea.
have no idea. Me either.
I know he just loved Ghana, walking around with
I
his
should
no
check
neck,
up on that.
no neck self, talking about I got this made in Ghana. His no neck self.
When he talked about FBAs on his YouTube, he's very nervous, bro. He's very nervous. And he
I
knows
watch. Oh my God! I think it's called Street News 215. It's a dude that I met in front of Temple University. I watch him, and I seen Roland Martin talking about Black Americans, and he said Black Americans. Then he slipped up. He said Black Americans. Then he said FBA. But he was going on a complete rant and stuff.
Remember that one dude that pulled up on him? He was acting so nervous. Bruh, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
What when he was sitting at the table?
Yeah.
That's
Dude just pulled up on him. He was talking about him online. It's like, oh, you think I won't pull up on you, bro?
You had wait a minute. Are you talking about when he was sitting at the table signing books, and a guy with a white shirt walked up to him?
I think so.
That's the guy I'm talking about. He does Street News Philly.
Him?
He does Street News 215. He the one that I seen the video where he pulled up on him.
That was funny as hell.
He said he
He said he got really upset, but he was trying to be calm because city officials had invited him up. He wasn't supposed to be there. So he said he tried not to get upset with him when he was talking crap.
Yeah, Roland Martin, he ain't worth it to smack on. All right, I understand he pulled up on him, but he had security guards with him. Like, come on, man, you that nervous? And BX, I like you when you on Afro Elite's live, bro. You be turning them people up, kicking them out.
Thank you.
Yeah, I ain't watched the video from yesterday. I gotta watch it today, but I be on watching everyone's live, so I don't have time to watch Afro Elite's. I'm like, dang, I missed Afro Elite's video. Dang, it's
You
3
know
hours long.
he has playbacks on YouTube. So if you go to Afro Elite or
Yeah, I
For
know. I
the
watch his
Culture,
YouTube. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
okay, and
Yeah,
you
that's
watch
what.
the
Yeah,
ones
that's
on
what. I'm
For the
subscribed to
Culture
that. I'm
too.
subscribed. Oh yeah, I'm subscribed to
Okay.
him. I'm subscribed
Okay,
to
no
him.
problem.
You can
Yeah.
tell. You can tell him about me when I want to pull up on this live, but it's like it'd be
Oh, I'll tell him. I'll just say,
I'm,
you're his follower
hey,
from YouTube. Who gets disrespectful? Is that what you said, Terry?
yeah.
Who gets disrespectful?
Huh? Will you come again?
I
No, it's
said,
like
what
no.
did
I
you
said
say
I don't want
about?
to be disrespectful and talking to them immigrants. Oh, Afro Elite, it's
Oh,
like,
oh,
oh,
oh.
I'll be wanting to join his live, but it's like, I don't want to be disrespectful. And you trying to keep it professional. I
Yeah, he
like
does.
that, but it's like when them immigrants come in, like, and boy, they blow my brain. Oh my god, bro.
Yeah, mine too.
Especially D from that woman from yesterday that was speaking Portuguese. She was so stupid. Oh my god. He ain't understand. She ain't
Follow.
understand the word
She
throat.
sent me a follow the other day too. I don't even know why.
Wow. Yeah, I know she did. It's like, man, I ain't seen. But any immigrants coming in now? They ain't coming in no more. Especially that Ethiopian dude. I seen his page, bro. Like, them passport bros, bro. Especially that dude, Austin Holloman. Y'all seen this video? He talking about FBA? No one's not giving him attention.
Thank you. That is the
He
guy I
just
was
saluted.
talking about. He's the one that
Yeah,
went to
Austin Holloman. Yeah.
Tanzania and them Tanzanian women showed him the door. That is thank you. I could not remember his name. It was
Austin
literally a
Holloman.
video
Yeah.
about him. He squatted down and took a bunch of pictures with Tanzanian women, but they ended up he wanted to go in there and talk to them like they was nothing and not pay them and everything like that. Like to go out on a date, he was disrespectful to them, and they basically sent him to the door. And so that's what I was talking about. Thank
Hey,
you.
if you look at his past videos, he doesn't know how to talk to women. Plus, his mama be in his life 24/7. I said, bro, you don't even hang out with your dad. You and your mama cursing you out like that, bro.
A lot of these
That,
men are awkward or had horrible
yeah,
childhoods.
he's very awkward. No,
Yeah,
he's very awkward.
and then they go and
He
they
asked him like,
yeah.
"What's it?" He said, "What's your?" Go ahead.
He got banned from Brazil, I believe. I now remember him
Yeah, he got
doing
banned from
his
Brazil.
video, and he was holding it up. But many years ago, I wrote letters to different African countries and asked about this, and none of them responded. But since then, you see how the Russian guy went through. He was in Kenya and Ghana,
Yeah,
but
I seen
he
that.
was
I seen
he
that.
was way late. Uh, he's not. He might be in Kenya. I'm not sure, but I know they kicked him out of Tanzania because the women didn't take that. But what was I going to say? Oh, uh, shit. My thoughts go so quickly. I can't even remember my
Also,
train of thought. Say again.
but also Holman banned from
Oh,
Brazil.
oh,
But
no.
also
Before the
Holman banned from
Russian
Brazil.
guy. Yeah, before the Russian guy though, there was Mzungu Mike about 15 years ago. I don't know if it was even that long. Mzungu means YT. He had went through Kenya, Uganda, and all of them, and he said, "Look, I could get a woman for $1." And he went through and did the same thing that the Russian guy just
Oh, okay.
recently did. But Russia is not going to work with them because they don't extradite their people.
African women are easy and dumb as hell. Like if you seen past the video, they're like, "I don't want to date a white man. I love white men." They preach it. Yeah, don't know if y'all seen that girl that was TikTok that bleached her skin. I think she's from here, but I think one of our sisters was cursing her out. It's like, you bleach your skin, like.
There's a Ghanaian woman that has a TikTok for that, and she got
Yeah,
250,000 followers. Yeah, a dollar translates into a lot of money in their country. I don't know what the shilling
yeah,
rate is in Kenya or Tanzania right now. I know in Ghana a dollar is 11 CDs. In some places it's like 13 CDs, and you could actually do a lot with that.
yeah.
I mean, I could probably wipe my ass
I don't
once,
know why that
but
Ethiopian said black women, you can date black women outside the states. Like, bro, we don't want to date them. What they gonna, what, bro? Just for smashing, and what I'm gonna eat after that? What I'm gonna eat?
the funny thing about Ethiopia and Ethiopian people, they think they're better than every other African. So the fact that he said he's a passport bro in Ethiopia, you can't do that in Ethiopia. Also, if you do that in Ethiopia, it's an extremely Orthodox Christian country. You could get unalived. So he had to be an Ethiopian because you can't be a passport bro and say that you go to Ethiopia or
Yeah,
Eritrea. Eritrea, I say this again, is the North Korea of Africa. You can't easily visit Eritrea at all. Do you understand? So the fact that
yeah.
he said he has that on his page, you can't easily go to Eritrea. It's just not like that, and you can't be a passport bro there either. You will never get seen again. So it's comical that he put that on there and then he says he likes to travel and he's a passport bro. Thank you. Wait a minute, 2025. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. When I lived in Kenya in 2019, 2020, $1 was shit. I can't remember what $1 was, but that's a lot. The shilling must be doing terribly bad. Dang, that's terrible. That's terrible. Let me send
And
money
I
to my
seen,
mobile
I
account
think
real
I
quick.
seen the part where Ethiopia they whooping the woman loving it. Like, they dancing, they have a whip, they whooping the woman, and say if you get a lot of strikes, you get married or something like that, which is very very weird. Very weird.
The literacy rate in Ethiopia is like 43% of the population, though. they, it's not very. They're very.
Yeah, you know they,
They what?
you
Go
know
ahead.
they is deporting 3,000 Ethiopians. They deporting
Say again. Who's deporting them?
them. Israel.
They don't want them there. They don't want their complexion there.
Africans there. Yeah.
Well, specifically them. There's millions of small hat Ethiopians, right?
Uh huh.
And historically, they sterilized them because they didn't want them to reproduce.
Yeah. Kind of like what they're doing with us in the hospitals and stuff. I do not like hospitals. I do not. I tell my mom all this. I say I don't like hospitals. Like, oh, you got to trust in them. Like, you said, trust in God, trust in Jesus. No, I do. But shoot, still don't like the hospital.
Does Tiffany Haddish? Does she still work? Does she act?
Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah. Does she do
You
anything?
know she's half. You know she's half. Uh, she's like
A rich friend.
Nipsey. Yeah, half a rich man. Yeah, she's very weird. I'm glad Common left her. Went to Jack. What's her name? She's Black American. I know what she is. I forgot her name.
Yeah, I was just reading that in the comments. That's why. That's why I brought her up.
Yeah, I did not know she was half a reacher. I wonder that's why she's so weird.
She's very weird. Do you see? She
She's
went to.
very weird.
She went to. Oh God, let me get it right. She went to Zimbabwe, and they were very angry with her.
I
She
seen
went.
that. I seen
She
that
went in the
video.
supermarket and said, "Wow, it don't stink in here or nothing." And people were like,
I seen that
"What?"
video. I seen that video, bro.
I think I did a stitch on it, but it hasn't. I don't do my memories or not. But she was very weird.
Yeah, yeah, she's very weird. Was that 2 years ago? Y'all know that was 2 years ago.
It
It
was,
got to
and
be because.
and I remember she pointed out that they were using their new currency. It's actually called the dollar. Other
Mm,
countries use a currency called the dollar, right?
yeah.
So
I'm ready.
you have to say USD. But I heard in Thailand you could take out USD. Yeah, she
Yeah,
was
you, in
shocked they had
Thailand you
grocery
can.
stores.
Yeah, Thailand you can take out your USD.
But the one thing I can't stand is how these African countries want you to take nothing smaller than a $50 bill or a $100 bill. They
How
have
many
me
you
all.
took out when you went over there?
I didn't do that. I just sent it to my
Oh, you didn't
phone.
do that?
You know, send money
Oh,
to your
okay.
phone.
That's smart. That's smart. Smart.
MoneyGram
I
was
do that. I do that too.
yeah, MoneyGram is free, and I just used to send it to my phone. However, MoneyGram is what you use, right? But in order
Hmm.
to put it in your wallet on your phone, right? They use a thing called ZPay Ghana. ZPay Ghana stole
Mm.
$800 from me. Okay, you look down at your
Mm.
phone, you get a noise like a text, and it said that my money was there. Of course, it was in CDs, right? And so I
Oh, okay.
saw it get delivered, and then I saw it disappear right as I was reading the text message. So what happened is I had to wait my batteries died. I had to wait 2 weeks. I went to the headquarters of Vodafone because that was what I was using at the time. And a woman said, "Oh, ZPay Ghana, you have to go to them." Then she called someone on her phone, on her personal cell phone, by the way. She must have known the person, right?
Hmm.
And so I gave my name and I told him what happened. He said that was reversed by the sender. I said, "Oh, okay." I said my name again. He said, "Yes, ma'am, you already told me your name." I said, "Hi, I'm introducing myself. I am the sender." Within the time I walked out the door and got back in the car, they had put my $800 back on my phone. What they had tried to do was steal my money, and they were going to keep it. They had it for a month. Do you understand? And
Right.
so
Hmm.
that's one of the countries I just don't trust nothing about Ghana. And now
I don't trust Africa. Period.
MTN is the number one phone company in Ghana, and people that work for MTN are literally going in your wallet and stealing your money. So that's how bad
Oh, okay.
stealing is and corruption is, that they're just taking it out of your wallet. Now, all of these, I don't know if Uganda uses M-Pesa, but most Kenya uses M-Pesa. And I don't know if it's called
Oh, okay.
M-Pesa in Uganda. I don't know. I didn't go to Uganda when I lived in Kenya. Why would I? Kenyans made fun of it so bad, and I knew that the internet was very poor and the electricity was the same. So why go there? I kind of wish I had, but I get sick off of unpaved roads. So
But anyway, I just wanted.
I don't see
Anyway, I
how
just want to
O'Shea can
shout you
stand
out.
living there.
Idiots. O'Shea, he's. I don't know, but O'Shea, once we get reparations, he's gonna come back. He's gonna come back. Trust me, he's gonna come back.
I
His
don't.
mom, you know his
I
Mickey. You know
I
his
watched
mom
some
watches
of
his
his
videos. His
videos.
moms don't trust him over there anyway.
Say again.
His mom watches his videos. His mom says he doesn't. She doesn't trust Africa anyway. They're not like us. He said that in one of his videos.
But why did he pick Uganda out of all? Why couldn't he go to Seychelles or Mauritius? There's no content there. People picking all these struggle countries. Why don't you go to Seychelles? Why don't you go to? The people get bored of seeing an island that's beautiful. I don't get it. Why would you pick Uganda under a 40-year dictator? You
I don't know.
understand?
Yeah,
And when I
I
saw
should.
his
That's
name, I mistake him for doesn't what's his name have a yeah, South Africa too. Yeah, Cabo Verde. Come on, why they picking struggle countries? But why when I saw O'Shea, I thought he was who is the guy that has a son with the name O'Shea, I believe. What is his name?
Ice
Ice Cube?
Cube.
Ice Cube. I thought that was Ice Cube's son.
oh,
Yes,
that's
I'm
funny.
sorry. Uganda is struggling. That's a struggle country. That in their news, they said that they have more people, more Africans abroad than any other country. And I don't know if that's true, but they
They
said it
do.
in their news.
I'm
And
pretty
I
sure
would,
they do. Just like Jamaica.
yeah, that's terrible. That's terrible. Like,
Jamaicans in Ethiopia. Jamaica's in Canada. Jamaica's in U.S. Jamaica's in U.K.
I don't.
Jamaicans in Australia.
And then to argue
They
about,
everywhere.
but no, Nigerians is everywhere. I
Well,
believe
they everywhere too.
it's probably Nigerians in North Korea. I'm not. That's oh
I'm
God,
pretty sure.
forgive me.
Yeah, yeah. But
It
hey,
is.
what Jay? I heard you on one live. What they said they plan on doing once they plan on blocking Twitter from Africa or something like that, blocking social media from them. Is that if they're about to do that, that'd be great.
They do it often though. Certain countries, Tanzania did it during the election. She did it for a little over a week. Uh, she did it. Yeah, Nigerians do have the highest rate of migration, and they don't know why wants. But yeah,
Yeah,
she.
Jay said Elon Musk is going to do it. Like Elon Musk is going to. He owns Twitter, so I
Yeah,
don't know if he's
he's
going to do it
supposed
or
to be
not.
doing that. I don't know if he will
He's
either.
supposed to be doing that.
He did. That's what
I
he
think
said
he
he
will.
was going to do. I don't know because he should have did it already. I'm like them Epstein
Yeah,
files, man. You need to do it. Release it. Do it now. Sick of waiting.
African governments are starting to use Starlink, which I think is weird, to give all your information and your government agencies to put that on Starlink. I think that's weird. But he did get blocked
I
out
heard
of
about that.
I think he got blocked out of Namibia. I'm not sure, but Kenya, of course, uses them. But who cares about Kenya? Don't nobody. Their president is just as corrupt as he want to be. Starlink. Most Africans can't afford the setup price though. It's 600 to 1,000 depending on where you are, and they can't
I
afford
heard
that.
that.
That's more than a monthly salary. Hello. He just slowly dropped.
Yeah, he left out.
He was talking and then like bloop. Bro, I'm on like 9%. I'm exhausted, but I just wanted to get up when I heard that.
Yeah.
Uh, Kenya, oh please, do you want to hear a real? I can't say much. Kenyans are getting scammed out of their kidneys, by the way, because a certain small hat country is, yeah, yeah. So some of them are coming up missing, but some of them are actually selling their organs. That's really
Wow.
sad. Yeah. And there's a German guy that's actually wanted for working with that particular country to get them to sell their organs. See, some of them are extremely healthy, especially if you live in the villages. They're very healthy. They don't eat much. They're in shape. You have to walk high. When they call it up country, it is literally up country. Like when you go from Nairobi up to some of those villages, it's going up the side of a hill. Oh yeah, they probably because it's so easy to develop in like those in those villages and stuff. You can afford yourself. We could all get together and buy like an entire village, which would be a huge chunk of land. But the only problem with that is it's a lot of hills. I ain't going up no hill. My husband lives on the side. His family has an entire. That's the only reason I'm staying married. When he passes away, I get that. I think it is 40 acres
Yeah.
or more. What fresh? Did you laughing at me?
Yeah.
Listen. First wife trumps everything because they have polygamy, and he got like 5, 6 wives, but only 2 of us are legal. But
Jesus.
I'm listen. I'm holding in. I'm holding out, and then as soon as she get that land, I'm like bloop. Let me pop up and shit, my fat back and all. But like, nope, thank you, because even when a Kenyan man, like his grandfathers, all had 3 wives, they literally cannot get what piece of land they want
Your
until the
husband
first
is
wife.
Kenyan?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I married him 7 years ago, and you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I liked my husband when I married him. I didn't love him, and I'm confessing. I was like, I ain't never gonna work again when he come here. How about that? I was never gonna work again, and yeah, I only liked him. I used to love him. He was my friend. We were very good friends, and but he's not a good person. He told me that so much. I mean, he got a letter where he said that they're raised to lie. By the way, I'm gonna frame that and I'm gonna
mm.
read it. I'm gonna read it online one day. He said literally we're raised to lie. He said our presidents lies, our teachers. He said I'm gonna call my mom right now. She's gonna lie to me. Well, she can't lie now because she lying down underground. But still, he did point that out that everything about their society is about just telling lies. And that's what, yeah, it's not considered lying. You can't, matter of fact, you can't even call, if one of your elders lied to you in their culture, you can't say you lie. You have to fix fancy words
to say that they just lied, but you really are not supposed to. That is how I made the t-shirt Typical Angry Black American Woman, is because a Ghanaian DJ Black Quajo lied. He lied. And I said, no, you can see the foam of your beer that you were drinking on TikTok, which was inappropriate. And then he said, called me a typical angry Black American because I just told him you could see the foam. Like, I didn't think that was being angry, but he really went in on me about that. And I was like, wow. So he was going to lie, and I was supposed to be, oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, that was water with a 6-inch foam head on it. Who the fuck drinks warmer with foam on it? Like, come on. But yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to ever acknowledge the lie. That's why so many wives know that their husband have so many women. You ain't supposed to say nothing. Yeah, I used to say if I was born in Ghana, and this is every time I walked around the streets of Ghana, I said I wouldn't have any humanity. I wouldn't have my humanity. I would have lost my humanity. One of the guys lived on a road, and across the road was not. Listen, it's not paved, okay? So across from his house, it's a 50-foot drop. There's a train down there. And kids would ride their bike, and literally it's a drop. I didn't even get close to it because if I got dizzy, I'm done, right? And these kids are riding the bike. I'm like, no, get from the edge, boo boo, come over, ride in the middle of the road. And he kept laughing, and I'm like, why are you laughing? He said, these kids been doing that since they were little. I said, dude, he was 4 years old. He is little, and he didn't understand the concept of me being fearful that one of these children would get hurt or fall off the cliff. Essentially, it's a cliff. And so I thought about that all night long, and I said, I'm glad that I have humanity, a horrible thing, and the Africans that's probably sitting here watching me, or probably Africans don't have humanity. I'm saying my humanity. I'm not going to sit there and watch a kid hungry and crying on the side of the road and step over him like they do in Ghana. And I asked every Ghanaian, how do you do it? And they say, you get used to it. I will never get used to a kid crying because their stomach hurts so bad because they're hungry. You understand me? So not everybody is built for these countries. And I wish O'Shea and all these Pan-Africanists and stuff, when they make their videos, mention that, unless they just don't have humanity. So that's why I've given out so many. I collected donations for Burkina Faso that never got there, and now they're going to Black American children. But my whole thing was, I can't believe that children are starving like this and go to a G side in Burkina Faso and nobody cares. But as you can see, nobody cares. Less than 30% of the aid that they needed to support 2 million displaced people in Burkina Faso was given to them. And then now, who cares? Who knows? But anyway, Fresh, I'm going to be posting videos on Saturday when I'm dancing around people in the embassy of Burkina Faso. I'm not eating nothing because I don't want to go to the toilet and I don't know how it is. But like, yeah. So that's that. But anyway, it was great talking to you guys. BX, I'm glad you're in the house. And always nice talking to you guys. I'm going.
All right.
Have a blessed night.
All right.
All right. Yeah, yeah. And on that note, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. I'm ready to unwind and relax. So I will catch y'all tomorrow or in another live.
All right, you have a blessed night too. Everybody have a
All
blessed
right.
night.
Yes.
Night.
All right. I'll see y'all in another live. All right. Peace.